This is the lady we present you. A lady who has turned the place upside down since she showed on the scene. And we are happy to be here with her and for her. And I'm telling you that this one is in the bag. We do not want to dwell on the other side because the other side told us who it is that they're sending for us. Remember Maho? That special delegates convention in Maho? Remember what they called him? Remember how much they referred to him? We will not say that on our platform this evening. They told us enough about him. And so we rejected him. Last election, he was brave enough, turn down his window, come out and mix with us. Today he's moving around, window up, air condition blowing dackers, and you can't see who is in the vehicle with a loudspeaker on it. So brothers and sisters, my job is to welcome you. We have a number of speakers coming here, and I'm sure you will enjoy Roseau South. I want to tell you again, that when the dust is settled, Roseau South will be counted red. Roseau South will have a parliamentary representative on the government side of the parliament. So have a wonderful evening. Enjoy yourself. God bless you. And let us be strong. Brothers and sisters, what is happening in our country today? They want to scare us. They want to scare you and I. They want to scare those Dominicans in the diaspora. They do not want us to go out to vote. So they are frightening us. They are doing things for us to stay at our home. We ought to defy them. We ought to stand up with them face to face, man to man. You saw what they did to the cardinal? You saw what they did to the bishop? Brothers and sisters, that is a terrible, terrible, terrible picture to go around the world. That is not Dominica. You and I who are on Facebook every day, we have to tell the world that this is not Dominica. That is the work of criminals. That is the work of people who don't care. That is the work of people who want to get into government by any means necessary. And the sad thing about it, they are Catholics. They are Catholics in this Roseau South constituency who want to force upon us a man who is before the courts. And those people in Marigot who caused the problem yesterday. Let us not blame the Marigot people. It could have been worse if Marigot wasn't that. A few people. And they caused a lot of problems. So brothers and sisters, we have a job to do. I welcome you to Newtown. Friday night at this time we'll be celebrating. I can tell you, good evening and God bless.
Thank you, Brother Ronald Charles. And I can tell you that we will be coming from Grand Bay with a big motorcade down to Roseau South to celebrate with you. Shakira as your new parliamentary representative. Labour! My dear friends, I'm going to bring him early. I'm going to bring some entertainment to you very early in the program because we have 3 meetings going on tonight. 3 meetings across the country going on. And so I bring to you a familiar face, a familiar voice, a powerful voice for Labour. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the stage, Rio!
Labour! Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I know Shakira winning on the 6th, say Labour. When I say Labour, you say power, Labour. When I say Labour, you say power, Labour. Yes. If you put her on, you know it's a Labour. You put her on, you know it's a Labour. You put her on, you know it, and you really want to show it. You put her on, you know it's a Labour. I put her, Labour, tell her to my auntie, my sister, even the I put her, Labour, tell her to my auntie. to the bone, to the bone, to the bone. To the bone. We never to the bone. To the bone. We never to the bone. We put you. 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 Let me tell you. The hotel coming. Hospital coming. Even airport coming. So labor we voting. The hotel coming. Hospital coming. You Shakira winning. Someone hey. I put all labor. Tell that to my auntie, my sister, even the neighbor. I put all labor. Tell that to my auntie, my sister. I don't feel all you know. All you there like all you not sure Shakira winning on the 6th. If you sure Shakira winning on the 6th Roseau South, let me see all you blow all you on. Blow all you on. Blow all you on. Blow all you on. No, I feeling it. Granny, you see, no, I feeling it. No, I feeling it, Granny. Roseau South in the bag. You see right now, and so if you know Shakira winning Roseau South, let me see you put up your hand. If you know Shakira winning Roseau South, let me see you put up your hand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're on TV, you know. We're on Facebook Live. Make sure they see we win Roseau South. You voting Labour and you know it. Put up your hand and show it. Voting Labour and you know it. Put up your hand and show it. Put up your hand and show it. Put up your hand and show it. Boom. Level now. Level now. Level now. Level. Hey, you're the one. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one. You're voting Labour and you know it. Put up your hand and show it. Labour and you know it. Put up your hand. Everybody. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one. We win already. We win already. We win already. That's in the bag. Bloody on. Okay, boom. You done already? This was your boy Rio. Okay, boom. Don't forget to go and put the X by the shoe. We voting for Shakira. Make sure December 6th. Wake up early. Drink your cocoa. Drink your coffee. Dash down to the polling station, put your X-body shoe, Shakira that in the bag. Okay, boom! Labour.
Thank you, Rio. Thank you. If you know Shakira winning, let me hear you make some noise. If you know Shakira winning, let me hear you make some noise.
The party shall not be moved.
I want to hear more noise than that. Let them hear it in Sikiri office. Somebody make some noise! We are happy, Red family, because we know that on Friday, the country gonna have Labour again. By all means, we vote in Labour again. And we know why we vote in Labour again, my dear friends. We know why we vote in Labour again, because Roosevelt Skerrit is the best prime minister in the world, my dear friends. We know why we're voting for Shakira, because she is the better of the two candidates running the election in this constituency. And we know that Labour has been good to this constituency, and that is why we vote in Labour again, my dear friends. Whether lightning, thunder, sun, rain on Friday, we all go into the polls. No matter what they try, my dear friends, we go into the polls to vote Labour again. Do you agree with me? So it is my duty to tell you how we're doing it. My dear friends, it is my duty to tell you how we're doing it. When you go to the polling station, my dear friends, there will be two symbols and two names. I know you know them already, but I have to tell you, just in case some people don't know. You look for the shoe. Gade pour soulier. You can only go in, so fair and you only go in like a kupeku. It will cut your neck, my dear friends. Don't play with the saw. Do not play with it, my dear friends. Do not go close to it. Do not watch it. Do not have anything to do with the saw. But you see the shoe? When you put it on your foot, it will protect your foot. Yes. So gade pou sou le ame se mesdames. And put a cross next to the shoe. Don't make it too big. Don't make it too small. You hear me? Eske so ka tan mo? Just put it next to the shoe. That is all. And that is all you have to do. And when you do that, that is a powerful thing that you would be doing to help to save your country from these hooligans that are all over the place trying to burn down the country. We have to save Dominica from these people, my dear friends. And make sure that Lennox Linton and his people never see the reigns of power in Dominica, because they will come after you and me, my dear friends. They will come after us. So it is safer with the Dominica Labour Party, my dear friends. It is safer with Roosevelt Skerritt. So do not be afraid, my dear friends. Do not be afraid. They can come here, they can try to do what they want. No matter what, we focused. We march into the polling station on Friday. 2 more days to go, my dear friends. 2 more days to go. 2 more balls in the innings, my dear friends. 2 more balls to victory, my dear friends. Let us stay focused and let us ensure that we vote Labour again. I want to call on Anika. Where Anika? Anika, where you? Anika, where you? Yes, Anika. So we're going to bring to you Miss Anika here to give us a solidarity message. Make her feel welcome, please.
I see victory, victory. I see victorious.
Labour! Labour!
Over 50,000 votes.
This evening, let me call on all our young people, all our Labour Party supporters. Just a few more days till we defeat the United Workers' Party. My youths, let me tell you, let us refrain from violence, verbal abuse, and also let us walk away from conflicts. Let us take these few more days to reflect and consider making the right decision. From day one, my confidence level in Shakira has been 100%. I am certain that Shakira will deliver. I know that Shakira will sit in Parliament and represent us. I am damn well sure that Shakira will treat us better than Joshua Francis. Labour! Let us not be fooled, my young people. Let us not be fooled. The United Workers' Party has no friends. They have no friends. No friends that will form ties with them and help grow this beautiful island. The UWP detests all the government programs, the same programs that the young people like myself benefit from. The UWP cannot convince any one of us here to vote for them. You know why? Do you know why? We're going to say they are waste of time 3 times. Do you know why? Because they are a waste of time, a waste of time, a waste of time. And I continue to beg our people to wake up. Smell the new era. This is not bread and butter ceremony, brothers and sisters. This is crunch time. That we consider giving Shakira a chance. And my young people of Newtown and my young people of the other hamlets, give Shakira a chance. I love the word change, my friends. because change can be good. But the change our dear island requires cannot come from the United Workers' Party. You know why? Because they are a waste of time, a waste of time, a waste of time. Brothers and sisters, my Labourite friends, I ponder on the devastation that Dominica went through. And the Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt had a task at hand. And we know that very much. Young people, if you are listening, you know exactly what Dominica went through. Mr. Skerritt was bursting with emotions, and he never gave up on this country. While members of the United Workers' Party, even their supporters were rejoicing. They were even saying that he's going to give up the country. They were even saying that they wish he will give up Dominica. How sad can that be? How shameful that can be from the United Party. They don't. He wastes no time. He accepts all the help that he can get from the north, from the south, from the east, and from the west. I am saying this, my dear friends, to tell us that God gave us a fresh start and that we cannot dwell on the past. We ought to embrace what the Dominican Labour Party offers, and let us not forget to also pray for them, that they will continue to execute their plans, especially those plans that are in the manifesto. What better government can govern the affairs of Dominica? Which better parliamentary that it is safer with Labour? It is safer with Labour. It is safer with Labour. It is safer with Labour. Thank you.
Jama, 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 new era. We Shakira, a new era. Say big up Shakira.
Thank you, Sister Anika. Thank you. And I always like it when young people are able to come up and to articulate the issues as Anika can, because it says to me that there is a good future for the Dominican Labour Party. And so it is not just 5 more years for Labour, it is 10 more years, 15 more years, 20 more years, my dear friends, for the Dominican Labour Party. Parce que, messieurs, mesdames, c'est bon, c'est bon. And when something is good, you keep it good, my so we know what we are getting with Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt and the Dominican Labour Party. And you know what, my dear friends? You know what? You can start to be happy, you know. You can start to be happy. You know why? Because a whole lot of their people are leaving them, my dear friends. Because Dominicans are seeing the light. And you can clearly see it. You can clearly see it, my dear friends, because they want to burn down our country, but we will not allow them to do that. We will stay focused and we will march to the polls together, my dear friends. All of us, all Labourites, march to the polls and ensure a major victory for the Dominican Labour Party. Now I know that there are some of us who don't get what we wanted yet. We don't get it. And I understand that. And I understand that you're feeling a little bit disappointed, dissatisfied, and you're wondering whether you will get it. But I'm saying to you, Uketape, you will get it. You will have 5 more years within which to get it, my dear friends. So Rome was not built in a day. Do not rush it too much, my dear friends. We cannot help everybody at the same time, but you know that Labour will treat you well. So, and especially those who get and they playing workers now. Don't worry them. Don't worry with them, because God hates an ungrateful person, my dear friends. God hates an ungrateful person. And the time will come. The time will come when they will really need it ever. Your pocket are pay, Mr. Meda. Your pocket are pay. You understand? So if they want to take our things and make us jaloux, we're happy to help you. Our help is coming because our help comes from God, my dear friends. That is where our help comes from. So continue to support the Dominican Labour Party, even if you don't get yet. Because I can tell you, I can say to you, I can promise you here that Shakira will help you, I will help you, and Skerrit will help you. Because you know what? We're winning big time in Grand Bay, so I will be there with Shakira. And I will remember you too. So I promise you that we will help you. I can stand here and tell you that we will help you. So if you don't get yet, my dear friends, do not be afraid. You will get too, my dear friends. If you get already, let another one get so that we can spread the bread. We can spread it nicely. Okay? So cooperate with us and we will all build our country together because we love Dominica, my dear friends. That is the important thing. This is for Dominica, my dear friends. This is not for Roosevelt Skerrit or for Labour Party or for Shakira. This is because we love Dominica, my dear friends. And you can clearly see that the others don't care about Dominica. The other side don't care about Dominica. But Labour Party, dressed in red, is a party of love. Red represents love, my dear friends. So we love Dominica. Blue is things that dead, my dear friends. You have more. So therefore, you fâché, messieurs, mesdames. You fâché. Ever you jaloux nous too. So therefore, don't worry with them. Let them do their thing. Let them make their caution and their commerce, as you say, here in Roseau South. They're making commerce, but we're talking progress. They're making commerce, but we're making progress, my dear friends. So therefore, let us make our progress together. On Friday night, 2 more days to go. You realize it's 2 more days to go? Today, Tuesday. So when Wednesday come, it's 1 more day. 1 more ball to bowl in the over. When Thursday come, that is the end of the over. Friday morning, my dear friends. Friday morning, very early. All you have to do is to put a cross by the shoe. That's all we need you to do. You enjoy all the rallies. You enjoy everything that Labour gives to you. And you're looking forward to more. So all you have to do, you have to play your part, you and I. So go, behave yourself. Don't quarrel with nobody. Don't get in no fight. And go. I know we're saying we win already, but we can only win on Friday. We can only win on Friday. If you go and stay in your bed and sleep and don't go and vote, we don't win. Pub were warm Thursday night. More. Don't drink for you to be drunk. I myself, I like a little thing off and on, you know. But no rum on Thursday night, my dear friends. So that we get up. We get up early. And, you know, some of you like to say, I go in Roseau still, or I go in garden, or thing. The first thing you have to do is to pray. Pray for the Dominican Labour Party victory. First thing you do when you get up, say a prayer, my dear friends. Who pass up where they just say, God help Labour Party to win, please. Remember to say please. All right. Just ask God to help Labour Party to win. And then go and vote. And in going and vote, bring somebody else with you to vote, my dear friends. Bring somebody else with you to vote. And whisper in their ears is by the shoe they have to put the cross. You hear me? By the shoe. That is your responsibility. And for the rest of the day, go and look for people to go and vote too. You hear me, my dear friends? Some of you in Roseau South last election, all you don't go and vote. All you did not go and vote. But don't let me come and look for all you, my dear friends. Don't let me come and look for all you. Make sure you go and vote this time because it is not a good thing to be in opposition. And I can say to you, that I have every confidence that all 21 seats are coming to the Dominican Labour Party. So you cannot be out. So is Roseau South alone then that will be in opposition? Kiko is what caution is that Roseau South alone then that will be in opposition? You cannot do that to yourself. You have to be in government with us, my dear friends, so that you can get the things that you need. And Shakira is a good woman. You understand me? So therefore you can have every confidence that you can support Shakira, and she will be a good pal rep. You know that? You know she will be a good pal rep. She is a woman who has a big heart. She's a woman who cares. All you see what Joshua do, all you, for the last 5 years. But Shakira has demonstrated very clearly that she loves people and that she loves you. Even if you don't get what you want from her, as I told you earlier on, you don't get it yet, but you will get your share. And if you don't get as you want, come by me. You hear me? You hear me? Come by me. I will help her to help you too. Because it's one team, we're working together, and all of us from the south together. So I cannot forget you. I have to work with you too. Who is me? I from Grand Bay. I'm a good guy. I'm from Grand Bay, okay? Yes, Shakira bringing progress. I can see she bringing a lot of progress for you. But I'm saying to you, my dear friends, for those of you who know me, Edward Regis, the candidate that must win in Grand Bay. You understand that? The candidate that will win in Grand Bay. And so we have to ensure, my dear friends, that we work together. That is important. So if you don't get in, but Pavini Kyone Mosa, because Mokema de Shakira say bow. Ever say bow, Mopasa and the one call. Because other people have to get. But we have to make sure that we touch everybody positively to make sure that all of us in Roseau South, we wait a little long for that. We spent 5 years wasting time. So this time around, my dear friends, we're voting Labour again in the Roseau South constituency. And nobody cannot change that. If Labour say yes, nobody cannot say no, my dear friends. So therefore, vote the Dominican Labour Party and make sure. Thank you. So at this point, I bring in another young person to address us with a little bit of solidarity message. Fael, where you? Come. So we bring in on stage Fael. Make him feel welcome, my dear friend.
We need a new era. You talk. We need a new era.
Labour! Labour! Ladies and gentlemen, let me make it very abundantly clear. I'm fed up with the United Workers' Party now. Let me tell you, these men and women are confused. They don't know what they want. Let me tell you, they claim to be God-fearing people. But yesterday, they walking through Marigot, terrorizing our bishop and our cardinal. These men are confused. They claim they want electoral reform. But when it was put before the parliament, they protest outside the parliament. These men are confused. Let me tell you, these men want you to vote for them on Friday, but a couple weeks ago they said no electoral reform, no election. These men are confused. In 2016, they had a delegates conference and they take out Joshua Francis as the deputy leader. But now they vote him back. These men are confused. Joshua Francis, this man, Joshua Francis, claims to love our children. I will not say more. These men are confused. Because let me tell you, I am fed up with these men right now. Recently, on Sunday, Sika made a statement. When you go in the parliament, when you go in the polling station, don't look at no other symbol but the shoe. These men are confused. Let me tell you, 2 days to go. We cannot be afraid about anything anymore. They want to fight us, we let them pass. They want to block us, we let them pass. But you see on Friday, that one day, that is when we're standing up because we're not confused. For the
For the past 4.5 years, we borrowed them the seats. They had time to plan. They had time to work. They had time to come forward and put plans together to develop Roseau South. But ladies and gentlemen, this man so confused. They do nothing for us. After Hurricane Maria, together we worked to build up Roseau South. We worked to build up Newtown. We worked to build up Lubia. We worked to build up Kings Hill. But now, in 2 days, they're ready to destroy the country by putting Lennox Linton as our Prime Minister. I say I'm not confused. Let me tell you, I think I stand firmly and will be able to say without any doubt in my mind that the young people of Roseau South don't want Lennox Linton as our Prime Minister. I lie. We don't want Joshua Francis as our representative in Roseau South. I lie. But let me tell you, these men are so confused. They want to come and tell us no, that they can sell diplomatic passports because they believe that they're coming into power. These men are confused. So me, I don't want no confused Prime Minister. I don't want no confused parliamentary representative. I don't want no confused cabinet. I want a cabinet, a Prime Minister and a parliamentary representative that has a plan, that wants to believe that we are going to take Dominica to the next level, because Shakira will bring a new era in Roseau South.
Roseau South. We need a new era.
But let me tell you, they want to fight us and they want to block us. But you see, the God we serve is much stronger than all the devils that rolling with the United Workers' Party. I tell you, I don't blame the supporters. We're not blaming them. We're not fighting them. It's because they are being misled by a man who does not even believe in himself. In Roseau South, Joshua Francis come and say 2 years ago that he is not contesting the election. What has changed? He said to the party that they need to find someone else and start preparing them to run for the Roseau seat. What has changed? Not a thing. This man is confused. Somebody who knows him, who can talk to him, tell him and take his medication. He's too confused. Because we need to have people leading us and understanding us and working with us that believe in us. And she passed there, but I'm going to tell you, Shakira, look at Hippolyte, believes in you, believes in me, and will take Roseau South higher. So when the bell has rung, Uncle Ed tell you, 2 more balls in the inning. We are ready, we are focused on the plan. We are ready and we're going forward and putting our X by the shoe, because we know that we're not watching nothing else but the shoe. Thank you, Francisca, for telling us what to do, because you're confused. They will come to you in these next 2 days. They're going to come to you through your work, your co-workers, through your children, through your family. Today, a family member of mine tell me I am embarrassing my family because I support in Labour. I tell them, you're embarrassing me by supporting Workers' Party. But me, I tell you, the God I serve, you see that Fatima church over there? Even though it has some people in it that don't believe in God and now they're fighting each other, I believe in God. I believe that the God I serve is going to take Dominica to the next level. It's going to put Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte in the Roseau South seat. And it's going to take Dominica higher with the Dominica Labour Party. So Friday, I will end by saying this. Friday, we're going to beat them sick. We're going to beat them sick. And let me tell you how. Leave the cutlass home. leave the culprit home. Leave the booty home. Just walk, maybe with your little cup of tea because you're leaving home early. And you go and you stand up in the line, and when you go behind that curtain and you put the X, put it by the shoe, we're giving them the sickest beating in their life. Because Roseau South is not confused. Roseau South has had our eyes open for the past 4.5 years. Roseau South has had our ears open for the past 4.5 years. I gave some of you homework in Kings Hill. When you go and search Joshua Francis' name on Google, what is the first thing that you are seeing? Let me tell you, Joshua Francis is not our pal rep no more. We fini avesa. We don't want you. So ladies and gentlemen, those of you from Roseau South, I urge you to go forward and vote the Dominica Labour Party. Also, there are some of you from Roseau North, Roseau Central, Grand Bay. Everybody inside of here, tell of Roseau Valley, sorry my dear. Look to the person next to you. These are not the people you have to talk to. The next 2 days you have to talk to the people you're not seeing inside there. You have to talk to the people that you know that say, I'm not voting because of this or because of that. The next 2 days, you have to talk to the people who think that the Workers' Party is going to take them higher. You need to teach them right. And when you teach them right, you need to hold them by the hand and bring them to the polling station on Friday, because that is the only way we're going to get rid of you Hurricane UWP. So we, no pape. Dio no pape. We're taking our time. We're working towards our goal because we believe that Dominica deserves proper leadership. We don't want confused leadership. We don't want confused prime minister. We want a prime minister that is going to take us higher. We want progress. We don't want commerce. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to vote for Shakira, Lockhart, Hippolyte, Bloody on.
We need a new era. You talk, we need a new era. Tits, we need a.
Thank you, Fael. I can tell you, that song better, right? Yeah. I can tell you, as I keep saying to you tonight, 2 more balls to go in the innings. 2 more. We're going down on the truck. Okay, give me. 2 more balls to go in the innings. And you know what? We're going to bowl them out clean bowled, my dear friends. Clean bowled this time. So, Joshua have to get out of there, and Shakira have to come in and bat the next innings so that we can all see progress in Roseau South. But at this point in time, my dear friends, I'm going to call a gentleman that you know very well. You know him on the radio. A gentleman who has defended the Dominica Labour Party for a very long time. He is your son of the soil, a man you know very well. I bring to the microphone Terrell. Tits, where you, Terrell?
Planted by the waters.
Labour Party shall not be moved.
Labour! Folks, we are next to a nursery school. So we will begin with a nursery rhyme. Lennox Linton, wicked and vile, told Al Jazeera plenty lie, and when the story declare, hypocrite la kumase plewe. Let us say it again. Lennox Linton, wicked and vile, And when the story declare, Lennox, Linton, Kumase, Playwe, hypocrite. Folks, on Friday night at this time, we will be celebrating. We would have kicked out, I don't want nothing about confuse. We would have kicked out Sakwe Fu Sikiri out of Roseau South for good. We would have gotten rid of a man you cannot live around your children and put in a lady you can live your children with at any time. Because folks, we have to take back our Roseau South. Friday is not about nothing else than securing a future for our children, securing a future for our elderly, and securing a future for ourselves. And we can only do that when we vote Shakira Lokat Hippolyte as our next parliamentary representative. And they can do what they want. They can burn down Marigot if they want. I feel sorry for the right-thinking people in Marigot, but leave them. They can never do that in Roseau South. Never happen, Pala. And Friday morning, we're taking the advice of our Prime Minister. We are going early. By 7 o'clock, people should be pushing each other to see who voting first. And by 12 o'clock, everybody standing here should have voted already. Because, folks, can you imagine we wake up on Saturday morning and that ugly man, I am not even going to say it. I am not going to say it. Because it will never happen. He can jump high, he can jump low. He can walk up and down Mondaniel with Haslip, Brazil, or Panty on his head. He will never be Prime Minister of Dominica. And these are the people who play nice. They never do the innocent. When you catch them, they're running on radio and cry. You dig a pit. You say Skerrit selling passport. No evidence, nothing. You just open your mouth, Skerrit this. And when Al Jazeera come, you call them. Is you that they're selling passport. This is not a man we want in politics in Dominica. And we have to teach him a lesson on Friday that he will never forget. And folks, let us deal with Sikiri. Let us deal with the worst pal rep Roseau South has ever had. Once you can do that to your wife, you cannot be pal rep. But I'm not going to talk about that. Let us talk about what he has done to the people of Roseau South. Why certain young girls in Girodel refuse to be in the same room with him. Let us talk about that. Let us talk about if your pal rep comes to your home, you don't want to tell your little children, go in the room. You want them to know the pal rep. And you can only do that if Shakira is your pal rep. And folks, we are in a battle to save Dominica. We want progress. We do not want commerce. We want a government to continue to give us hotel. A government that will give us our bypass by the bay. We want the government, the same government that built the school up there, to continue. We do not want people that come in looking for revenge and vengeance because we kicked them out 20 years ago and they will never come back. We do not want a government that have so much skeletons in their closet that Al Jazeera will just be looking for the next story. This is not what we want in Dominica. That is why on Friday, we are going early. We don't bathing. We're drinking a little coffee. We're washing our face. And then we go in and put our eggs buy the shoe and we're bringing back Roosevelt Skerrit as our Prime Minister, Shakira as our parliamentary representative, and we're having an early Christmas on December 6th. And folks, we're not making any joke. We're not taking any chances. Everybody is coming out to vote because we have to teach them a serious lesson. We have to win Roseau South by at least 600 votes this time. He will never ever think of putting his name on a ballot again. And when we are done with them, we're not going to rejoice. Leave them kiteyo bat miseyo. Because then they have to go and answer to the white men that give them money about the MOU to pay it back. But folks, very, very seriously, we cannot stress enough. Friday morning, you have to go out to vote. You have to go out early, and you have to encourage everyone else to go out and vote for the Dominica Labour Party. Because this is the party of the future. Read our manifesto. Our manifesto speaks about all what they plan to do for Dominica. Not that kind of thing they present there that are spelling mistake. People don't watch in Linton. He by himself. They had to Photoshop his smile. No. We have a manifesto. Our Prime Minister is smiling. Our candidates are smiling. They are telling us what they're going to do for Dominica, what we have been doing, because you know when Labour promises you something, Labour delivers, our Prime Minister delivers. And folks, when you look, you need 11 seats to form a government. They cannot win Soufriere. They cannot win Petit Savan. They cannot win Grand Bay. They cannot win Saint Joe. They cannot win Collyho. They cannot win Portsmouth. They cannot win Cottage. They cannot win Vickers. They cannot win Pebush. They cannot win Roseau Valley. Evenuka dekaleyo a Roseau South.
Labour Party shall not be moved.
You may not have noticed, but in the 11 seats you need to win the election, I have counted 12 already. And they are losing Roseau Central. They are losing Roseau North. They are losing Wesley. They cannot win Laplain. They cannot win Grand Forks, and they cannot win the Salibia constituency. Ola Yokafe Gouvelma. But folks, the biggest surprise of their life, they would have prayed for Caressa to go to finals. The biggest surprise of their life is when the little man from Marigot kicks Lennox Linton out of Parliament for good in Dominica. And the first thing on Saturday morning, when Roosevelt Skerrit is sworn in as Prime Minister again, that nonsense about blocking roads are fini. But leave that alone. Leave that alone. So folks, before I end, let us say our nursery rhyme one more time. Lennox Linton, wicked and vile, told Al Jazeera plenty lie, ever less storila declawe, hypocrite la komase plewe. Folks, good night. Vote Labour on Friday. Vote for the shoe. Let us get Shakira look at Hippolyte as our parliamentary representative, and let us re-elect the Dominica Labour Party to govern our affairs for 5 more years. 5 more years, all the way for Labour. Labour! Labour! Thank you very much.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Let's hang the trees. Let's make it by the water. Labour Party shall not be moved. We don't play. We must not play. We not follow. Labour.
Darrell Tits. But I like that little rhyme, you know. I was trying to learn, but I like it. But the last part, Sakwe hypocrite like woman say play where it's true. He cry again today. Cry again today when they threw out the injunction. But they will cry even more on Friday night. Because I can tell you, labor rights, désolé, messieurs, mesdames. Labor rights are ready. We ready like Freddy to vote for the Dominican Labour Party again, my dear friends. And nothing can stop that, my dear friends. Nothing will stop the Dominican Labour Party from forming the government. They try everything in the book. They try all the tricks, all the violence and everything, but nothing is going to stop us now. This train is headed for victory on Friday night, my dear friends. So I need to tell you again, each time I come on the mic, don't get vexed with me. Maybe somebody just come and they don't know how to do it. I need to keep telling you how to vote, my dear friends. So, on Friday, the polls open at 7 o'clock, my dear friends. 7 o'clock in the morning. Yes, be there at 6:30. At 7 o'clock, the polls open. When you go to the polling station, there will be 2 names on the ballot. 2 symbols. Look for the shoe, my dear friends. The shoe. As I told you before, don't get involved with the other symbol. It will kill you. Don't play with swords, my dear friends. Don't play with it. It will destroy you. It will injure you. So don't play with that. But when you have a comfortable shoe, a nice shoe, the ladies when you have your heels, the men when you have your moccasin, comfortable shoe, you're voting for the shoe. Put a nice little cross next to the shoe. You hear me? Est-ce que ça t'ennuie? Or do you hear me? Don't disappoint me, no. And don't spoil the ballot. Some of you want to put all your signature on the ballot. You can't put anything else on the ballot, my dear friends. You have to only put an X by the shoe. Do not sign it. Do not write nothing to Shakira and say, Shakira, I need my house. No, you see, I vote for you. All those cautionary people that put on that thing. Do not, that is not why you're going to send no message to Shakira. Send the message now. Call her in private and talk to her. Nothing else on the ballot, my dear friends. It's only an X. That is all you have to do. All right. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Put an X by the shoe, fold the ballot back, and bring it back for the presiding officer, and your job finished for now. Then you go back home, you go back in your community, and you get more people to bring to do the same thing. Throughout the day, before 5 o'clock, the polls close at 5 o'clock. By 6 o'clock, we want to be jumping up, my dear friends, because we know by that time. Huh? No pen, yes. Lady Bako tell me no pen. If you see a pen there, my dear friends, don't use it. No pen. Because pen, if you vote with a pen, it's a spoiled ballot. So don't try and go and write cursive. You know, some of you have style. Some of you want to draw the cross. No. Just wrap, and finish with that. You hear me? Don't go and make no cursive thing and try and write it or kind of way. No. Just a little cross. If you don't know how to do it, get somebody to teach you from tonight. And when you go home from tonight, start to practice. Draw a shoe and put an X by it. And show it to somebody to make sure that the person tell you, yes, it's good. You hear me? Especially the first-time voters. Don't let me get vexed with you. We're not going to have no spoiled ballot on the Labour Party side this time. Nowhere. No way. All votes must count, my dear friends. All votes must count. You play in your part, Prime Minister Skerritt and the rest of his cabinet will do their part to help to bring the progress in the country. But all we need you to do is to put your cross by the shoe. Okay? All right. Now, my dear friends, we bring somebody else to the microphone. We bring to you Joelle. Where you, Joelle? Get over. Where you? Joelle? Where Joelle? Where Joelle? So yes, so Joelle come in. We bring in Joelle to the microphone, and we're going to listen to some more lyrics why we should vote Shakira Lockhart, Hippolyte, my dear friends. And that is the woman who's going to win the Roseau South State. You know, Shakira is a good pal rep. She's going to be a very, very good pal rep, trust me. She's going to be good. She's going to be much better than Joshua. By all means, my dear friends. And you can trust Shakira. So therefore, let me pass you on to Joelle. Make him feel welcome, my dear friends. Put your hands together and make Joelle feel welcome.
Labor! What time it is? In a couple of days, Dominicans there and far will be heading to the polls to decide who is the better candidate for the constituency and the government that will run the country. John Lewis once stated that the vote is precious. It is the most powerful, non-violent tool we have in a democratic society, and we must use it. It is more essential now than ever to vote for Shakira. While the important voting has been hammered in our heads since we turned 18, some of us are still probably wondering, what's the point? We are here to remind you that your opinion matters and your voice needs to be heard. Election results can often come down to a selected few who decided voting is worth the effort. If you're not sure where you are voting, check your constituency office. Watch it there. It's always open. See that one there? It's closed. That one there closed. Larry Sabat has stated that every election is determined by the people who show up. Therefore, labor rights, I'm urging you, each and every one of you, to show up. Show up in large numbers. Place your X by the shoe. Every vote counts, including yours, your neighbor, your sister, your nenen. Bring everybody to vote. Power, auntie, you know already, everybody. In Roseau South, there is no other choice but Shakira. For it's a new era, may say. We want the Roseau South that all constituents is emulated and can guarantee you that Shakira is going to deliver that seat to the Labour Party and bring transformation to the Roseau South constituencies. Shakira has been in the arena for only 8 months and have become a household name. So imagine for 5 years, Shakira has already started inspiring, empowering our youth in many ways. The youth are involved in community building and excited about the new era. Shakira understands not only the youth, but the single mothers, the fathers, the elders, everyone in the constituents. She's not just there for the short run. She's there for the long term. It is a plan to connect to everyone in the constituents while involving community building. This is someone we can rely on, who will be available for the people of the constituents. We can certainly say Roseau South will get the representation it deserves from Shakira. Understand the people of Roseau South, my people. Now listen, they are not using the divide and conquer strategy. You understand me? To confuse labor rights. Although we need to doubt your party. They will tell you your neighbor receive large amount of money. You understand me? No, that's just divide and conquer. You understand? They'll tell you, don't worry with them. They secretly, they with them, they secretly support the Labour Party, fooling all you. But don't worry with that. Lies that. That strategy there, the holiness. Roseau South, we smarter than that. Who we with? Because let me tell you now, Shakira, she reminds me of my mother. You understand? With her children, there is no favorite. No favorite comes to my mother and her children. You understand me? With Shakira, no constituents have favorite. She don't got favorite in that. You understand? She don't got favorite in that. Shakira there for everybody. You understand me? It's too late now for us to lose focus. We're staying straight. If you cannot vote, if you don't know how to vote, that office always open there. They will teach you. They will teach you. They will educate you. You understand? From the top of the hill in Girodale down to the base side of Harlem, one can certainly say that Shakira will be reliable to serve you, the people of Roseau South. Our youth, our elders, men, women, Roseau South, December 6th, there is no other choice but Shakira and the Dominican Labour Party. Motorcade, large numbers, we have got time with them. All they know already. New era, Shakira, come December 6th. All you know.
New era, we Shakira. A new era, say big up Shakira.
Thank you so much, Joelle. Tonight it looked like it's a youth rally because it's the young people talking. And when the young people are talking for a politician, you know that that politician is inspiring, my dear friends. That politician is touching the core of the community. That politician is making a difference. You know, I remember last election, all you were not coming out like that. I remember, I don't know what was wrong with all you. I don't know what was wrong with all you, but Shakira doing something good. Because I seen all you now, my dear friends. I seen all you now. And I have every confidence that on Friday night, my dear friends, we will be celebrating with Shakira, your new pal rep, my dear friends. And you know what? They're shaking. They're afraid. They're going all about and try and make Zazi Muzai, my dear friends. But tell them it will not work. Because if Jah is for us, no one can be against us, my dear friends. All right. So, as we move on with the meeting tonight, I want to bring to you a young man who has served you in the Parliament of Dominica, who served as a senator, a young man who, you know, when they believe that we don't have people to run sit, Labour have more than one people to run sit, you know, we have plenty people. And, you know, and I want to pay tribute to my friend, former president of the National Youth Council, Benoit, who was a senator in the House, my dear friends, and a young man who has championed the cause of young people in this constituency and throughout Dominica, my dear friends. A young man who has come forward and said, okay, I'm throwing my support behind Shakira, and we're supporting Shakira all the way to Parliament, my dear friends. That is strength, and that is a young man who is happy to help to make a difference in the constituency. And he will work with Shakira, and I will make sure he work with Shakira, my dear friends, to bring development to the constituency. My dear friend, Mr. Senator Josiah Benoit, my dear friend. Make him feel welcome.
New we need a new era. You talk, we need a new era.
Labour! Yes, brothers and sisters. Thank you very much, Mr. Master of Ceremony, our winning candidate for the Grand Bay constituency and a powerhouse in the Labour Party, Ed Regis. I want to acknowledge the esteemed presence of our winning candidates from the Petit Savant constituency, Honorable Dr. Kenneth Daru. Let's give him a Roseau South welcome, brothers and sisters. We want to also acknowledge in our midst this evening the Honorable Joseph Isaac, the man that have them going crazy in Roseau North, brothers and sisters. Let's make him feel welcome. And I want to say a special good night to the Lioness of the Roseau South, our winning candidate, Mrs. Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte.
We need a new era. You talk, we need a new era.
Yes, brothers and sisters, it is a pleasure and an honor to be here with you this evening, standing here in solidarity with the Dominica Labour Party and our winning candidate, Mrs. Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, if you know the God we serve is a good God, make some noise! Make some noise, brothers and sisters. He is a good God indeed. He has blessed us. He has blessed us to be born in the Commonwealth of Dominica. He has blessed us with the wisest leader in the Caribbean, the Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, brothers and sisters. And for these blessings, We know that with these blessings, once we show gratitude and we believe in him, no weapon formed against us shall prosper, brothers and sisters. No weapon formed against this party shall prosper. And that is why I am confident. That is why I know on this Friday, December 6th, the Dominica Labour Party shall not be moved, brothers and sisters. We shall serve 5 more years. 5 more years of progress and development in the Commonwealth of Dominica. If you believe in this, brothers and sisters, let us sing our party song. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like the tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Somebody blow on. Yes, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, I am here to send a very clear message to everyone who can hear the sound of my voice at this time. This election is the most important election in the history of the Commonwealth of Dominica. This election is the biggest opportunity we have to accelerate our progress and development in Dominica, brothers and sisters. And we have to seize this opportunity. This election is about Dominica. This election is about representation. And this election is about leadership, brothers and sisters. When we consider the Roseau South and the type of representation we have had over the past 5 years, it is totally unacceptable, brothers and sisters. And it is time for us to instill and install a new hard-working power-up in the Roseau South. And that person is Shakira, Lockhart, Hippolyte, brothers and sisters. The young people of Newtown, the young people of Egliston, the young people of Kings Hill, the young people of Silver Lake and Bath Estate, you have challenges, you have concerns, you have needs, and Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte has your back, brothers and sisters. She has your interests at heart. And right now I want us to put our hands together for the hardworking young people of the Roseau South who are here in their numbers with us. They are here with us. And that makes us know that we are going to win this election, brothers and sisters. Shakira Lockhart is the person who can represent our interests when it comes to housing. People of Newtown, we have been challenged to find a space for us to develop our housing in Newtown for so many years. So many years. And in less than 8 months, Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte has designed a plan to deliver 200 homes in Roseau South, brothers and sisters. Representation for the people of Roseau South, brothers and sisters. And that is why I believe we are blessed with the best candidate in the Roseau South to take on this challenge. And so on December 6th, I want to encourage you to get up early. Get up very early and go out and put your X next to the shoe for Miss Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte, brothers and sisters. This election is the most important election and it is about leadership. And we are blessed to have the best leader in the OECS, the Caribbean, and the world, brothers and sisters. We have to stand in solidarity with our leader, Roosevelt Skerritt, because all of the programs and policies can only continue under his leadership, brothers and sisters. And so therefore, we have to put our hands together. We have to put our hands up because as our General Secretary said, Pasa tiwe boyo ever mete pie. You cannot take out your boyo and put grass. You cannot cut off your nose to spite your face. How can you use your own hand? How can you use your own hand and put an X and prevent yourself from making progress? We have to use that hand on Friday to put a nice X by the shoe for Shakira and every Labour Party candidate. Brothers and sisters, these are the hands that work together to build Dominica. And they are grudging our progress and development. And they want to destroy Dominica. Put your voting hand in the air. Put your voting hand in the air and say, hands off Dominica. Hands off Dominica. Hands off Dominica. No, brothers and sisters. We are going to protect our country. We are going to secure our future. And on Friday, December 6th, everybody in the Roseau South is going out to vote for Shakira. Lockhart, Hippolyte. Thank you.
We Shakira, a new era. Say big up Shakira, a new era. We Shakira.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Isaiah Benoit. Powerful speaker, powerful guy who represented you well in the parliament over the last 5 years. Thank you so much. But you know something, my dear friends, how people can vote for Lennox? Now tell me something. How can people vote for the United Workers' Party? Are you seeing what these people are doing to the country? Can you see what they're doing to the country? For you to tell me that these people over these many years, not just now, all they want to do is to destroy Dominica. They want to destroy Dominica by tarnishing the name of the country when they go overseas. When you go overseas, it's not good thing you have to say about your country, no? It's good things you have to say about your country and invite people to come to Dominica. You want to go on TV overseas and talk bad about Dominica. How you saying you love Dominica? And you notice something? Lennox has never, at least I don't know, maybe you heard him, he has never said he loved Dominica. Never once have I heard him say that he loved this country, my dear friends. Maybe I'm wrong. I stand to be corrected. But I have never heard the man express his love for this country. And if you don't love your own country, whom can you love, my dear friends? Whom can you love? And you know what? Even if he would say he loved Dominica, actions speak louder than words, my dear friends. Actions speak louder than words. And if you cannot go to Marigot and tell the young people to stop what they're doing because it is sending a bad image about Dominica, then you do not love Dominica. Because I will say to you, my dear friends, if the young people of Roseau South start to do this nonsense on the streets, Shakira will tell them to stop and she will condemn it. Don't ask for Grand Bay. They cannot do that. They cannot do it. They cannot do that in Grand Bay. I come up to them and tell them, what is this? I come right in the middle of it. But he have to run and hide. He have to run and hide because they have gone wild, my dear friend. He has no control of his own people, my dear friends. And can you imagine if these fellas come to office, my dear friends? Can you imagine what will happen? They will have a wild gang going about taunting people whom they believe don't support their ideologies. And you and I will be in trouble, my dear friends. That is why we have to keep them out of power, my dear friends. They must be kept out of power because our country will turn to a rogue state, my dear friends. And none of us will be able to exist here if they get to power. So we have 2 more days, my dear friends. 2 more days, 2 more balls in the innings, my dear friends, for a clean ball at the stumps, my dear friends. Bowl them out, my dear friends. All of them, bowl them out, my dear friends. 2 more balls in the innings, and that is victory. Victory for the Dominica Labour Party, my dear friends. Victory all the way to the Dominica Labour Party. And we have good reason to vote for the Dominica Labour Party, my dear friends. We have good reason. It's not just about dressing in red and coming and have a good time and shouting Labour power. We have good reason to vote for the Dominica Labour Party. Our best reason is the leadership of Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. This man has worked hard, my dear friends. He has worked hard and gone all over the world representing Dominica and bringing back the benefits for all of us, even for them too. And it is only because Skerrit has worked hard that they now want to come and enjoy the fruits of his labor. Your team is They lie. They lie, my dear friends. Because Skerrit cannot do the work and then you come and enjoy it, my dear friends. Go and get your money yourself and bring it back. After Maria, you had every chance to go and get resources and go and get money and bring it for us. You understand me? And what you do, you run and hide. You go and say that you hungry. You hungry. Well, stay hungry. You understand? Stay hungry. And when you get better, when you are able to go and raise resources, then we will believe in you. Then we will believe in you. But for now, the man who has worked for us, the man who has done well for us is Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit and the Dominican Labour Party. You don't see Dominica now? You don't see Dominica? 2 years after the worst hurricane to hit any country in the Caribbean, you don't know where Maria passed? Maria run and hide from Dominica instead of Dominica running to hide from Maria, my dear friends. So we have to keep Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit in office. Nawana, where you? Yeah, Nawana. So as I tell you, it's the young people that are coming forward. And when the young people come forward to speak on behalf of a politician, my dear friends, something is happening. Where's my song? Something happening, my dear friends. And it will happen. It will happen, my dear friends, on February the 6th. That is 2 more days to go. So make Nawana feel welcome, my dear friends. Nawana!
Something's happening. And it's so exciting.
Good evening, Laborites. Now let me tell you, this is the roadblock I like to see. The numbers. I like to see us come out in numbers. We don't burn in nothing. We come in and enjoy ourselves. We come in and talk about our party. We come in and educate you on why Dominica Labour Party is the best party for you. We don't burn anything. No. And definitely, I have to tell you about your candidates. Okay? Your, mine, ours, everybody at Tuleju. Tutmun, sorry. Now let me tell you, the candidate wasn't a candidate yet. And the candidate in the Christmas of 2018 fed people right here in Newtown, people who were in need. Where was the other side? Your candidate wasn't called as candidate yet, but she saw that after Hurricane Maria, the Roseau South had to clean. So she had cleanup campaigns on Cornwall Street, in Kings Hill, in Lubia, in Newtown. Where was the other side? Now listen, I telling you those things there. She wasn't called to be the Dominica Labour Party candidate yet, you know. She did not know she would really be chosen as the candidate. But because she loved Roseau South, because this is her community, because this is where she lives, she wants to see good for her community. She wants to see good for everybody in her community. Where is the other side? Let me tell you where the other side is. A few nights ago, the other side was seen in Newtown, somewhere around the church area. He was stopped. He was asked, "What are you doing there at this time of night? Almost 12 o'clock. Let me tell you, he couldn't even lie and say he come in and talk to constituents. He had to say silent. That is not who I want. I don't want no night politics. I don't want no burning down of my country. I want somebody who will plant flowers and grow this community. I want somebody who will invest in our fishermen so we can sell to our new hotels. Okay? I want somebody, when I sick, they'll make a little time for me. It's not a lot, you know, but you make a little time to come and see you and care for you. I don't want that night politics. Okay? Now let me tell you that. I'm going to talk to you about something very serious. Something we don't have to laugh at. Mental illness. Let me tell you that if somebody is mentally ill, what you do is you make them see their doctor. You make them take their medication. So let me tell you that the other side doesn't care about their candidates. Will they care about you? No way. They don't care about the person that they want you to vote for. So they will never care about you in Roseau South. So don't make them fool you, young people. Don't make them tell you, well, I'm not in government. I cannot help you. As a parliamentary representative, they get a salary
each and every month. How many times has the other side shared that with you? Let me tell you that. I don't know what happening. Maybe they're caca boiling them. They opened an office maybe 3 to 4 months ago. But before that, could you see your pal rep and tell him about your issues? No. Now let me tell you that, young men, I like all you know. I don't like when they call you boys on the block. Even if he's on the block, you pull up. A little free up. But the boys on the block are very educated. You heard from one tonight, Joelle. He was articulate. So boys on the block, let me tell you that. Last election, the other side said they're going to help you. They take your case up if you had a case. And what happened to that other side? What happened to them? The other side find that all you supporting Labour now, they give you back your files and they even calling police on you. Is that right? Is that somebody who cares? Or is that somebody who will do everything to represent you? No way, pala. Young people, let me tell you that we are educated. We know our business. I know old people, sometimes you doesn't believe us, you know. But we just have our little plans in our minds. Don't make them fool you. We were not alive, some of us, during the reign of the opposition. But let me tell you, these stories I hear, you know, it still have some people that still trying to get out of that 1995 era and all the bad things the opposition did at that time. Young people, the future is with you. Now let me tell you that the leader of the other side, first things first, they tell you they're going to give you $24,000 when they win. Or 25, excuse me, they're going to give you $25 when they, 25,000. Where you coming from? I have to tell you this, young people, your vote is priceless. It cannot be bought. And the opportunities given to you under the Dominica Labour Party are priceless. You mean to tell me a party where you can apply for small business assistance, a party where you can, if you have a little one, you can apply for school assistance, medical assistance. You yourself, young people, you want to go back and educate yourself, which let me tell you that the leader of the other side, don't worry about, Because apart from going to college and university, that online course is not even that you want to do. Where Papa Bounty? Let me tell you, the other side is not for you, young people. If you want development, if you want to see yourself as a business owner, if you want to be debt free, if you want to be comfortable in life, you'll vote for the Dominica Labour Party. Yes, my people, let me tell you, 2 days, you don't have time to make decision. The decision is made. But what you have to decide is whether you're part of this decision, whether you're part of the future, or you're going to stay in the past and you're going to stay cranana. No. The future is yours, young people. You have to grab it. In a few years, this might be you on the podium. It's because you got the chance from the Dominica Labour Party. Yes, young people. So I know I'm talking to each and every one of all you. So Linton's talking everything from all you. But the opposition is not our problem tonight. Let me tell you that. Don't make them make you afraid. Now, I talking to Roseau South. I talking to Newton. I talking to Bath Estate. Now, I know my soldiers are there. I know that they cannot touch us labor rights. But I have to talk to you, and I have to tell you that your weapons are not a piece of sulfur stone or a matchstick or a stone itself. Your weapons is that pencil and that paper on Friday, December 6th. This is your weapon against the other side. And let me tell you, you gotta use that weapon for Sunday when he win, for Monday when he win. He have his plans for Monday to arrest a whole set of people, and he not arresting his own supporters that destroying Dominica. So let me tell you that again. You are the future. The decision has already been made. It is your choice whether you want to be part of that future or if you want to stay in the past. Labour! Yes, so I don't see no other symbol. I don't make no mistake. I don't put in no cursive. I'm not wearing red, but only on Friday I'm not wearing red. Let me tell you, by the time I finish, but red shirt going on me. But I don't wear no red. I'm not spoiling that ballot. And let me tell you, I'm making sure I'm knocking on all my neighbors' house. My lady, have you voted yet? Sir, have you voted yet? Let me help you to vote today. You want a ride to the polling station? Let me give you a ride today. Because on Friday, we're not burning down the country. On Friday, we are celebrating Dominica and the victory of the Dominica Labour Party. Labour!
New era, we Shakira. A new era, say big up Shakira.
Oh Lord. Boy, Labour have it, Labour have it, my dear friends. Labour have it. You hear Nawana tonight? Boy, that was very powerful, Nawana. That was very, very good. I always see Nawana as a nice little girl. I never knew she had it in her like that. And so when Shakira can bring out the best in people, that is a good politician, my dear friend. That is a good politician. So, my dear friends, as we move on tonight, I'm going to bring to the podium another media personality for just a few minutes. Just a few minutes, my dear friends. Where are you, Simeon? Simeon, where are you? You have to go on the radio in a while to continue to do the things that he always, and I know some of all you like Simeon program, not you? All you like it, all you always in it listening. All you always in Simeon program listening to. But it's a good program, very, very good program. You know when that thing finish, as I tell all you other in other rallies, I'm going to have a shag with that, you know. You will have a shag. You all will be asking PM, let us have a rally next Sunday again, but you don't have that. I said all you. But you know, I love it. I love it, and all of us love it. 5 years is a long time to wait for us to gather together again, you know. But this last gathering that we will have on Friday will be a wonderful celebration, and we'll have had good cause to celebrate. Just to tell you again, don't write nothing extra on those people's ballot paper. No messages for Shakira. I don't know how to tell all of that again, you know. You don't get house, write a letter to Shakira. Don't put it on the ballot paper, because Shakira is not going to see the ballot. The only ballot that she will see is the one that she will vote on. She's not going to see yours. So message to Shakira on it and to say, I don't get my cool out. No. Behave yourselves, my dear friends. Behave. There's one thing that you have to do is to put an X by the shoe. When you finish, do that. Wrap the ballot paper back as they give it to you. And can you do that? And bring it back for them. Simple thing to do. If you don't know how to do it, my dear friends, go to... You have a question? Oh, yeah, if you don't know how to do it, ask a question. Ask somebody who voted already how to do it. And don't feel ashamed. You want to do this for the country? This is one thing you can do for Dominica on Friday. You'll be doing a very important thing. Only thing you have to do is to put a cross by the shoe. That's it. Don't try and vote for Joshua and Shakira at the same time. Make up your mind. It's one vote you vote in. Some people that make it cross the line. No. You can't vote for both of them. It's for one. So you look for the shoe. If you cannot spell Shakira's name, it's all right. Don't look for her name. Look for the shoe. That is why the shoe is there. Everybody knows shoes. Everybody knows shoes. So if you cannot, don't say, but how her name spelling. No. That is not important. All right? Her name will be by the shoe. Don't worry with that. So look for the shoe and put your ex by the shoe. You hear me? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the microphone, Simeon Albert, my dear friends, to share a few words with you.
5 more years. 5 more years. It's 5 more years.
Yes, 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 Labour! Yes, I love to see you tonight. Want to say a special good evening to all of you here tonight. Want to say a special good evening to our candidate, Shakira, Lockhart Hippolyte, the candidate that will surely bring back, yes, our lady there, beautiful. She will bring back this seat to the Dominican Labour Party. But she is only going to be able to do that with the support of the people of this constituency. Want to shout out the folks in Newtown, you know. I raised Newtown, so when I come Newtown, I do not feel like any stranger. I live just across there by the bay. That was my home. So, Jean Newtown, Nuni pour lever. It is the time, 2 more days to go, when we have to cast that vote for Shakira. Because you cannot have a candidate that will lift up a cutlass on his wife and his children, that will brandish a cutlass. That is what his wife put in the court against him. The wife said she could not enter in her property because namla leve kutleve dimokachwezo. How can you have a representative like that in your tongue? We need people with love. We need people that care for their children. We need people that will take care of the future of these children. Not a man who is so scamp. You know, Joshua Francis is the most conniving person I've ever met. He laughs for you, he grins for you. He pretends like he's such a nice person. But when you look beneath him and you understand the person that he is, he lacks the love and understanding of how to take care of his own family. How can he care for you, the people of Newtown? It is him, after the hurricane, who was not there for you. But it was Shakira. Although she was not even the candidate, she was there walking the streets and making sure that wherever she can get the help, she find it for you, the people. And that is why you have to vote for her as we continue in this campaign. Because when Friday morning comes, it will be the one chance that we have to make sure that we continue to vote for development. My dear friends, the opposition, they do not care for people. And that's not a joke. Because you cannot have a parliamentary representative who somehow, every time he raises $1, is for himself. Every fundraiser that I have seen the leader of the opposition done, it is money to put in his pocket. It is not money to build a home for the elderly. It is not money to take care of a young person. It is not money to look after someone in their party. It is all about his bank account, and he is the only signatory because say Yon Kibuzwe Laja. Brothers and sisters, under the Labour Party, that's not how it is. The Labour Party have a policy for over 20 years and most of 15 years under Prime Minister's carrot, where I have seen this party look after hundreds and thousands of citizens across this country. And when the poor people go to visit him, what do they sit down and tell you? They tell you it is a shameful thing to see an ordinary citizen go to the Prime Minister. And they promise us that under the opposition, we will not see that happening, brothers and sisters. We will not see that happening. Linton has forewarned us. And I can tell you, when a man confesses something in advance, I will hold him for what he say. This man said that his office will not open to no one person for $200 or $300 or $1,000. And I don't take that lightly, because Linton seemed not to know what it is to get up in the morning and don't have $1 in your pocket and you need the help from your brother or your sister or whoever that can give it to you. Linton don't know what it is when you get up
and your light bill cut and you need the help to pay it, or Dowas can cut your water and you need somebody to help you, how much $500 and $1,000 can help you. But while he will tell you that, he turn around and he will ask you to give him your $5, your $10, your $15, so he submit you partially so he can pay his own bill. So how can we go and cast a vote for a man like that to lead our country, brothers and sisters? And the next thing we know, for how many years now, they have been accusing our leader. They have been accusing our leader of scared selling passport, scared selling diplomatic passport. And when they put him before the court, you know how court does work. When man accuse you, is in court you have to go and present your evidence to prove your case. So when they put him before the court now, I waited to see what is the evidence he have that's carried selling diplomatic passport. Monsieur, he don't have nothing in his defense. Nothing in his defense. But guess what? Oh, they come with their 45 minutes Al Jazeera. They have everybody in Dominica waiting because they whole scared. Well, they bring people that we raise up in our village and our community. It has something we always know about. When you hear they say, he say, she say, you know that is not things you can rely on because you can't go cut with that. So the next thing you know, everybody waiting. 45 minutes in the thing, they have people saying, well, plenty corruption. I have never seen corruption like that. Lots of corruption. Sakisa, they don't have not a piece of paper. They don't have one place where they can show you one of our ministers of government receive a single dollar. They don't have one place they can show you where one of our ministers of government signed a single document. But guess what? After the 45 minutes pass, they give us 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We didn't need 4. We didn't need 5. We didn't need 6. Because guess what? In the 3 minutes, all we needed to see, we see it. Linton sign in. Upa Prime Minister. Nobody give you power. How you sign in diplomatic passport agreement? You're not Prime Minister yet. But guess what? Our Prime Minister told us in Delhi that they have received over $800,000 already US for selling our diplomatic passport. And what you think you're going to do in these first 28 days? You think you're thinking of a wall in Newton, a house in Newton, a school child in Newton? No! What you're thinking about is how many of them are going to issue diplomatic passports. Because they owe them. And so all those years, the man tried to fool Dominicans into believing that it is the Labour Party that doing that. It's because they're so good at doing it. Even in opposition, they're doing it. They're not the government. You're pas gouvernement. Mais you connaît comment pour faire bagay la à opposition. So you can imagine when they get in government, Papa Bontier, you can van pays, you can van nous. And I will tell you, many people taking things for granted. You see the school children program we have, the school buses we have, the Yes We Care we have, where the Labour Party paying some of us to take care of our own family. You see the housing program we have. We never see nothing like that in our lifetime. So, you see how that happening in every constituency? My friends, Sake stop. Makamadezo. Sake stop. So if you think that a man who nobody would employ in Dominica can come there and make miracle for you, you better think twice. If you think a man who spend all his time raising money only for himself can come there and make a difference for you, you better think twice. Because I'm telling you, in your bagay, you can create diable sac. Là où il y a quelque chose, eh bien, vous passez au sac qui est dans sac là. Mais là où vous voyez, ou dit, messieurs, c'est ça me paye pour là, non. C'est ça nous que dit, si vous allez voter par opposition là. So we have a chance in this election. And we have one chance to vote for a man who can continue what he has started for us in Dominica. Our hospital, I want when I fall sick to go in a nice hospital. I don't want to see the project stop. I want to see the hotels finish. Because that will bring over $150 million into this country. It will contribute over $40+ million in the treasury. And these fellas say, as they come in power, and guess what? They even put it in their manifesto, that as they get there, they're going to stop it. And you telling me people in this country want to follow this kind of bandits. But on the 6th, I call on everybody, tout moun, tout Lebarite, Lawiela, let's come out. Let us vote for Skerrit. Let us give him 5 more years so he can finish deliver for us. Let us vote for Shakira. Shakira will be your leader. She will take you through. Not the lazy Joshua Francis. Not the pedophile Joshua Francis. Not the man that was, Monsieur, Mokadi Wuyoko. Le yon nom leve yon koute la sou famille. Se yon nom ki mauvais. Se pa yon nom ki suppose a parler man ou pièce. So you, the people of Newton, have a decision to make. And that decision will determine the future of Dominica. As I leave you tonight, I will be on the radio because Mokale Bayo leaks whole swear. Saki po sobe, what waka pale ever was swear. Because we cannot take a chance to put these fellas in at a time like now. God bless you. Vote for Labour. 5 more years. 5 more years. 5 more years.
5 more years. 5 more years. It's 5 more years.
Thank you so much, Brother Simeon. Thank you, Simeon. And later on, we will be listening to Simeon on the radio. Thank you so much, Simeon. At this point in time, as we move on with the program, my dear friends, I want to bring to you a man who also represented you very well in this constituency, a man who spent many years representing you in Parliament, the man who is a stalwart of the Dominica Labour Party, your former parliamentary representative, Ambrose George.
Labour again. Labour again. When the lightning thunder, sun or rain, vote Labour again. Vote Labour again. Vote Labour again. When the earthquake, tsunami or hurricane, vote Labour.
Labour. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And let me say a very special good night to the Southern Zone. From Grand Bay, Petite Savanne, Soufrière, on to Roseau South, Roseau North, Roseau Valley, Roseau Central. I'm very happy to be here tonight. I feel very good tonight, brothers and sisters. On the 6th of December, 2019, I will be voting for Mrs. Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte. Did you hear me? I said on the 6th of December, 2019, I will be voting for Mrs. Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte. So the people of Roseau South, I'm asking you tonight, who are you voting for on the 6th of December 2019? Let me hear some noise. Thank you very much. And I will tell you why I am going to vote for Shakira. Shakira came on the scene just a few months ago. And I have a very good way of sizing up people. So I can look at you for a few minutes And I can almost come to a conclusion that you're a good person, you're smart, you're intelligent, and so on, and so on, and so on. So I looked at Shakira. And in my mind, I came to the conclusion that Shakira is a woman who will serve the Roseau South constituency even better than I served for the 3 terms I served you, brothers and sisters. This is the conclusion I came to. In 2000, when I came on the scene as a candidate asking for your vote in Roseau South, it was like a wind of change. It was like a renaissance. It was like a new beginning in Roseau South. And I got your support. And it was Ambi for Roseau South. It was Georgie for Roseau South. It was Ambrose for Roseau South. It was Ambrose George for Roseau South. But this time around, in 2019, it is Shakira for Roseau South.
A new era, we Shakira, a new era.
And that is the new renaissance in 2019. It's a new era. It's a new era, brothers and sisters. And we in Roseau South, we are going to vote for Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte as our parliamentary representative. And I have no doubt that the people of Roseau South will vote for Shakira. I have no doubt, brothers and sisters. And we are going to put her in Roseau South to give us proper representation, brothers and sisters. Because for the past 5 years, the Roseau South constituency has been neglected by Joshua Francis, brothers and sisters. We have not been represented at all. Neither in Parliament, because he comes there for a few minutes and he goes about his business. We have never heard in the past 5 years Joshua Francis make a case for anything for the Roseau South constituency, brothers and sisters. Nothing. Never, brothers and sisters. How can we now turn around and vote for Joshua Francis again? We would be doing a disservice to the Roseau South constituency. We would be doing a disservice to ourselves, our families, and our children, brothers and sisters. So on Friday, we are voting for Shakira Hippolyte Lockhart Hippolyte, brothers and sisters. Because we have seen from Shakira a very loving person. Very loving. She's very kind. She listens. She understands. She's concerned about the people of the Roseau South constituency. She has demonstrated her love and her concern for us in the Roseau South constituency. And she's not yet the PAL rep. She is not yet the PAL rep. So imagine on Friday, when we will be celebrating the victory of Shakira, what we will get for the next 5 years, brothers and sisters. Imagine. And I've heard her put forward her plans for the Roseau South constituency. Very solid plans. Plans which can be implemented. Plans where she has already identified the resources, brothers and sisters. So we know we are putting a woman there to represent us that knows exactly what she's going to do for us, brown sisters. So we cannot make that mistake. We cannot make a mistake and put Joshua Francis as power rep for another 5 years, brown sisters. We cannot do that. We cannot do that. And I'm not going to tell you much more about Joshua Francis, because the Roseau South constituency has already taken the decision and has already said to Joshua, no more Joshua. No more Joshua. We do not want you in Roseau South again. And the message has been clear. And already, he has already remarked that he has lost the seat. Joshua has conceded defeat already, even before election day, brown sisters, because he knows he has gotten the message that the people of Roseau South are disappointed in the level of representation he gave us for the past 5 years, brown sisters. So we cannot trust him. We cannot expect anything good from him. And therefore, we are going to vote for who? Shakira, Lockhart, Hippolyte, brown sisters. That's our woman. That's our pal rep. That's the lady who's going to work for us in Roseau South, brown sisters, in a government of the Dominica Labour Party. And that is certain. There's no doubt that Shakira is going to win. She is going to win. But she hasn't won. She has not won the rest. On Friday about this time, we will be celebrating. But we can only celebrate if you go to the polls to vote, put your eggs by the shoe for Shakira and the Dominica Labour Party. That is how she's going to become our pal rep. That is how we are going to put the Dominica Labour Party in government. We must vote. Every one of us must vote on Friday for Shakira, brown sisters. When you wake up in the morning, do not leave your house if there are other voters in your house. Wake up, everybody, and together say, let's go and vote. Let us go and vote. And we go in and vote early, brown sisters. So, my dear brothers and sisters, we have been running a very clean campaign. A very, very clean and successful campaign. A campaign that is headed by our political leader, the Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, brown sisters. Our campaign has been very clean. And that is why we have been so successful, brown sisters. And we have a campaign team headed by His Excellency Vince Henderson. Another great success in running a campaign, brown sisters. So we are solid. We have been solid. And we are going to be more solid on the 6th of December 2019, brown sisters. We are voting for Shakira, Lockhart, Hippolyte. We are putting the X by the shoe. We are voting for the Dominica Labour Party. We are voting for Roosevelt Skerrit to be continuing as a Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica. That's my message tonight to you. To vote. To vote. And I know there are many of us who regretted what we did in 2014. Many of us. But we cannot allow to do a mistake like that again. We cannot stay home. Because when you stay home, you are voting for the United Workers' Party. You cannot stay home. And it's because many of us stayed home why we lost the election in 2014. So this time around, I want to be celebrating. I won back the Roseau constituency for the Dominica Labour Party. I want it. It's like a revenge. It's like a revenge vote for me personally. I'm taking it very personally, brown sisters. Very personally. So please, I'm begging you, come out to vote. Every one of you in the Roseau South constituency who's registered to vote, come out to vote, brown sisters. That is how we win elections, by voting. That is how elections are won, by voting. If you don't vote, you are giving a vote to the United Workers' Party. So, brown sisters, we have two leaders who are vying to be Prime Minister. One is Lennox Linton, and the other is Roosevelt Skerrit. Brown sisters, there's no way that Lennox Linton can sit in the shoes of Roosevelt Skerrit, brown sisters. No way. No way. So when it comes to leadership, when it comes to the governance of a country, when it comes to transparency, when it comes to good governance, brown sisters, you can rely on the Dominica Labour Party and Roosevelt Skerrit for good leadership, brown sisters. And we have witnessed that for many years. We have witnessed it for many years. Roosevelt Skerrit is no stranger to us. We know the man. We know what he can do. We know what he has done. And we know the plans he has to continue the development of our country, brown sisters. So who we voted? We voting on Friday. We voting for Shakira, Lockhart, Hippolyte. We are putting the X by the shoe, brown sisters. Okay? So that is my message. Right, Rosie? Fortney is solid. We voting red in Fortney. Yes, the mobile man. We are voting this time Shakira, Lockhart, Hippolyte, brown sisters. So let me thank all of you who have been involved in the campaign. I want to thank every one of you. We have not completed the task. We still have 2 more days to go. And for the next 2 days, we'll be doing what we have been told to do to continue and to end the campaign successfully. So, my dear brown sisters, my dear brothers and sisters, the decision that we make on Friday will be a very important decision, brown sisters. A very important decision. It's a decision for the future of our country. It's a decision for the future of our children, brown sisters. We cannot make any mistake and vote for Joshua or the United Workers' Party, brown sisters. That's out of the question. That is out of the question. So, on Friday, I will repeat finally. On Friday, the 6th of December, 2019, I am calling on you, every Labourite, especially in the Roseau South constituency, to give me the opportunity to celebrate. I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate on Friday, brown sisters. And I can only celebrate when we vote for Shakira, Lockhart, Hippolyte, brown sisters. That is my message to you. That's all I want you to do. Come out and vote, and let us celebrate a great victory, brown sisters. We shall be jumping in Newtown with our Lapo Cabot. We will celebrate. It will be a great victory. It will be a victory for Dominica, my dear brothers and sisters. A victory for the Dominica Labour Party is a victory for the Commonwealth of Dominica, brown sisters. A victory for Shakira, Lockhart, Hippolyte is a victory for the Commonwealth of Dominica, brown sisters. It's a victory for the Roseau South constituency, brown sisters. So, let me bid you good night, and I will be around on Friday. And we must come out early and vote. Come and vote. Come and vote. Come and vote.
2019.
Come and vote.
We're making a change.
Put your by the shoe.
Yeah.
Vote
2019. You don't know.
People
making a change.
Labour.
Shakira.
Labour.
New era. Roseau. We need a new era. New talk. We need a new era. Tits. We need a new era. Kids here. We need a Shakira, our leader. You. We put in the effort. Shoot. Just tell them. You. We don't want no.
Thank you, former pal rep Ambrose George. You know, he spoke to you from the heart tonight. You know, and I hope you listened. Ambrose needs that victory too. For true closure, my dear friends, for what happened last election. Ambrose needs that victory, and I want to come and celebrate with Ambrose too. But that victory is for Shakira, my dear friends. Shakira will be a good pal rep for you. You can have every confidence that Shakira is going to do well for you. You cannot expect to have another 5 years of what you had with Joshua. That was a waste of time, my dear friends. Don't do that to yourself and to your children anymore. Vote for Shakira. Try out Shakira. She's going to be good for you. She's going to be very good, my dear friends. So as we move on with the program, my dear friends, we're going to bring to the podium, and I know that the Prime Minister is on his way, so gather around. Gather around, my dear friends. PM will be joining us tonight. But at this point in time, as you know, we're trying to win all the Roseau seats. You know that? All the Roseau seats. We're taking back the Roseau South constituency because that is our seat. That is the Labour Party seat. And then we're going to win the Roseau Central seat. After a very long time, Mrs. Skerritt is going to win that seat, my dear friends. Arlo came close, but this time, Melissa is winning the Roseau Central seat, my dear friends. We're keeping the Roseau Valley. We're keeping that seat. And I can say to you, the next seat, the Roseau North seat, my dear friends, there was one time that I was feeling it was not coming as it was supposed to. But I can say to you tonight with every confidence, my dear friends, that all the Roseau seats are coming home to the Dominica Labour Party. And so I want to bring to you the next parliamentary representative for Roseau North, my dear friends, Joseph Isaac. Where you? Where you, Uncle Joe? Where you? Somebody make some noise and welcome Joseph Isaac, the next parliamentary representative for the Roseau North constituency.
But in the midst of all his enemies, shall you keep me firm and strong? Bad mind and jealousy just get me feet. Shall you keep me firm and strong? Yeah. Give me the energy we need. Shall you keep me firm and strong? And only keep winning by enemies. Yeah. Shall you keep me firm?
Labour! Ah, boy, that's a lovely crowd there tonight. Where the Porto Labour rights them? Where them Porto? Porto, come forward! Porto!
I vote for Labour, tell that to my auntie, my sister, even the other. I vote
Let me tell you something. Nobody can stop that labor movement. Nobody can stop that labor movement. Because we are going to win 21 seats. Do you agree with me? 21 and done with that. Let me tell you something. Shakira Lockhart. Yes, Boto. Yes, Boto. Shakira grandfather, that's Thomas Baptist, and my father Johnson Isaac were best partners. At the end, they stuck together to the end, sitting down River Street, discussing with each other and reminiscing about their past football days. They used to play for Combomia together. So the family have been together for many years. So it always gives me great pleasure to talk on behalf of Shakira. Because Shakira is really from the boyo of labor. Shakira is a hard-working person. Shakira is intelligent. She has an impeccable relationship with children. She has an impeccable relationship with adults. You want somebody like that to represent you. She's a fighter, so she'll fight for you in parliament, or if it's in cabinet, she will fight for you. That is what you want in a representative. Can you imagine? On the other side, you have a guy who came to represent the people, but end up in dishonor. This is part of the reason why I had to leave those guys. Can you imagine? The man is involved in a situation with where he's been charged on an alleged crime with sexual assault of a minor. Can you imagine sexual assault of a minor? And the party removed him as deputy leader. Nothing changed after that. And they bring him back. And you want to tell me, people like me from Kings Hill, can I stand there and look at that nonsense? We have to reject that at the polls. This same man come playing holy, holy, holy. And then you know what happened? He had a plot from a family. But what happened? He ended up in so much turmoil in regards to family life. You cannot trust somebody like that. You cannot put your trust and faith in someone like that. So that is why the Dominican Labour Party sent you a champion, the person Shakira Lockhart. Now, in this political war, not war in battle, physical, we are fighting a spiritual and political war with those guys. Again, I left them because you see how we have all the violence in the road? That is their mode of operation. How can I stay in something like that? When we go to the polls, we have to reject all of them. All of them. Because if you stick with them, birds of a feather. So all of them violent. Can you imagine again? They have this thing called citizenship movement. Some kind of funny name. I don't want to call their name. The leader of it is an executive member and a strategist of the United Workers' Party. So when you see all the turmoil happening, the United Workers' Party is behind all of this, damaging our economy and putting us in bad light. I said the other day in Windsor Park, protest and upheaval is of the devil. It is not godly. Satan always likes to see destruction. So they are doing the work of Satan. They are not of God. I'm not here to judge anyone. But when if something is what it is, you have to call it by its name. You have to call it by its name. So we cannot stay in this country and put our country in bad hands after the Dominican Labour Party has done so much for all of us in this country. Do you agree with me?
Do you agree with me? So we have to show the rest of the world what we are about. We are about peace. We are about harmony. We are about love and togetherness. That's who we are as Dominicans. So we cannot ever consider voting people like Joshua Francis. We have to vote Shakira Lockhart. Who do you want for Roseau South? Who do you want for Roseau South? I can't hear you. And let me tell you something. What they are going to do is try to do things like technical bomb threat to prevent people from coming to Dominica. But I want the world to know that we have a stable country. We have security in place. And everybody is welcome to come to their country to exercise their democratic right in this process. So we have to send a clear message. Because Kerrit have shown the world what it is to be a true leader. He has shown the world what it is to sacrifice as a leader. So we, all of us in this country, all of us, whether it's Roseau South, Roseau Central, Roseau North, Roseau Valley, we have to come together and take all the Roseaus so they can respect the Dominica Labour Party. Tonight, I want to appeal to the young people. The young people. Some of us are middle-aged and some of us are a little older. But the young people, I'm talking to you, whether you are here tonight or you are listening via the internet or on the radio station. This election is for you. You are the future of this country and you have to come and claim it by voting the Dominica Labour Party. The Dominica Labour Party has proven itself. You see what happened in tourism? We have created a record in the region. Over 5 5-star hotels are coming on stream. This is opportunity for jobs for you. You see people like Shakira Lockhart and I, Joseph Isaac, and the rest of the team, including Dr. Irvin McIntyre. You see us in a movement to ensure that sporting facilities are upgraded across the Roseaus. Melissa even started the project in the Windsor Park. So we are there in the Roseaus and showing that the days of Harlem and the days of Kensborough is back in these constituencies. So that is what we are here offering to you. We are offering to you job opportunities and grant for small business. That is what the Dominica Labour Party is about. It is about upliftment of people. Upliftment of people. And therefore, I'm asking all of you young people to ensure that you exercise your franchise by coming out to vote in large numbers on Friday to send a clear signal to the opposition people who are on a destructive path in our country. So I'm asking you tonight to show up in large numbers on Friday. Are you going to vote the Dominica Labour Party on Friday? Labour! Labour! We are safer with Labour. We are safer with Kerrit. We are safer with Shakira. What we want is victory all across the country. Labour! 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 Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Brother Joseph Isaac. Thank you. And I know that he's going to be victorious in Roseau North. Just to tell you again, if you just come in, my dear friends, if you just come in on Friday the 6th of December, my dear friends, you go to the polls early, and all you have to do is to put a cross by the shoe. A cross buy the shoe. That's all you have to do, and that will do so much to help to push our country forward, my dear friends. You'll be supporting Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit to help him to continue to do the work that he has started, and you will be putting a dynamic young woman in office to serve you, my dear friends, and I am certain that she will serve you well. As we continue, my dear friends, I bring to the microphone the parliamentary representative for the Petit Savan constituency, the man who will continue to be the PAL rep for Petit Savan. Make some noise and welcome to the microphone, Dr. Kenneth Daru.
Trust the process. Mopsy, come to lead the way. Trust the process. Dr. Daru come to run the place. Trust the process. Mopsy.
Labor. Nah, I'm not hearing you. Labor rights. Thank you very much. I bring you greetings from the Petit Savan constituency, Roseau South. And we are here in large numbers to show our solidarity to Sister Shakira and the Roseau South constituency. And I want to reassure everyone here this evening, please do not listen to all of these rumors and these bogus polls that Workers' Party is going to win Petit Savan. Tell them I say, espoir mal papai. That can never, never, ever happen, ladies and gentlemen. And come December 6th, Petit Savan will be voting Labour for the 7th straight time, ladies and gentlemen. Petit Savan will be counted for the Labour Party come Friday, December 6th, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to say I'm a little disappointed last election. Last election, we had the southern zone of which Roseau South was part of. And we won all the seats, Southeast, Carib Territory, Castle Bruce, Laplin, Grand Bay, Soufriere, Petit Savan. And you, the Roseau South folks, you let us down. You broke our heart. I want the reassurance tonight that you are not going to let this happen again. No, I'm not hearing you. We are not going to let this happen again, ladies and gentlemen.
Victory! I see 5 more years, I see history.
Because when we look at what's at stake this election, ladies and gentlemen, the choice is clear. The choice is clear between the two leaders, sand and gold powder, the two leaders. When we look at the two candidates, Shakira and the other one, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, I think Dominicans feel sorry for Joshua Francis, why he is still a candidate. Because we all know a number of reasons why he is not fit to be a candidate, ladies and gentlemen. And if the law had to be applied to Joshua Francis, he would not be on the ballot paper. In fact, he should not be on the ballot paper, ladies and gentlemen. And you, the Roseau South people, have to show Joshua Francis and the United Workers' Party in no uncertain way that you are going to reject him, ladies and gentlemen. You are going to reject him. Because in Shakira, you have a formidable candidate, ladies and gentlemen. And you have to reward her at the polls. Shakira is not looking for a job, ladies and gentlemen, from the Roseau South. Shakira had a well-paying job at the Dominica State College. And if you look at all of the Labour Party candidates, the same applies to all of us, ladies and gentlemen. We are not unemployed looking for jobs. We are making the ultimate sacrifice to serve you, ladies and gentlemen. And even in the Petit Savan constituency, after 2 terms, we had decided that I think I had done my part and played my part and given it up, ladies and gentlemen. The people decided that they wanted me to return. And while I had decided, that I was going to take a time off to raise my young, wonderful, beautiful family, I returned, ladies and gentlemen. I returned, making another 5 years of sacrifice to serve Dominica and to serve the people of the Petit Savan. So you have the Petit Savan people for sure are going to reward me for this sacrifice. And you in turn, Roseau South, you have to reward Mrs. Shakira Hippolyte come Friday, December 6th, ladies and gentlemen. Just 3 days away, 3 more days, where we hope that Roseau South this time will be on the victory train. We do not want Roseau South left out, ladies and gentlemen. And as I said earlier, the choice is clear. And there's a lot at stake this election. You see what the other side has to offer, ladies and gentlemen. You see what they're doing up in Marigot, their own community. their own community, their own stronghold. Just look at what is going on. Have you ever heard anyone from the leadership of the United Workers' Party come out publicly and condemn what is going on in Marigot? No, they haven't, ladies and gentlemen, because this is what they have to offer. But while we in the Labour Party, we are a party of love and peace. And our honorable leader every time asks you to stay away from trouble. Keep your eyes open, be vigilant, but stay away from trouble. We need each and every one of you safe. You're of no use to us in the hospital or in the morgue on Friday 6. We need you safe and sound to go and put the little X by the shoe and by Miss Shakira Hippolyte come Friday, December 6. Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen what the Labour Party has to offer. You have seen what we've done. Those of you in the Roseau constituency, you're just 10 minutes away. Take a drive to Belleville-Chopin. Take a drive to the rest of Dominica where you see the wonderful housing units that are being built for the people of Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. We do not want to lose this, ladies and gentlemen. And you've heard what the leader of the opposition, the leader of the United Workers' Party, he said when he's coming in, he's going to stop all of this and go to review and stop all of this. We are on the path to progress, ladies and gentlemen. I remember just 2 years ago passing for Newtown after Hurricane Maria. And most of us saw what Newtown and the rest of the country looked like 2 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. And look at where we are today, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at where we are today, 2 years later. The international community, the IMF, the World Bank, and other world leaders, they are praising this government, praising us for the work and the progress that we have done. We in Dominica, we need to appreciate that. And we shouldn't take these things for granted, ladies and gentlemen. We shouldn't take these things for granted. So Roseau South, I am pleading to you. Please do not break the Southern Zone. We painted the Southern Zone red, the penultimate election. Right this time around, we want to have the entire South painted in red again, ladies and gentlemen. We do not want to have the red Tits and Granby, and then Roseau Central, Roseau North Red, and this little blue in between Roseau South. We want you in the back. You have seen what Shakira can do. You have seen what the Labour Party senator did for you, after Hurricane Maria. Just imagine what they will do when they are your parliamentary representative, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen, as I said, what the other party has to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, don't get me wrong. There are times, like everywhere else, there might be a reason for demonstration and protest. But there is protest and demonstration, and there is also stupidity, ladies and gentlemen. I will go a little further to say there is protest and demonstration, and there is bullshit. And what is going on right now in the Marigot and Salisbury and the other places is nothing short of bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. And tell the world I said so. No citizen, no politician who loves Dominica and aspiring to be the leaders of Dominica would encourage or condone such malicious acts, ladies and gentlemen. And none of them have come out to condemn, not one of them. In fact, we know that they are the ones encouraging people to do so, ladies and gentlemen. But we Labourites, we are going to stand in our corner. We are going to smile at them, grin at them whenever they confront us, because we know what mission we're on. Our mission is to put back the Labour Party in government come Friday, December 6th, ladies and gentlemen. Because this is a decision. If you do the opposite, this is a decision you will have or you will live to regret for the next 5 years, ladies and gentlemen. And can you imagine a Dominica under the leadership of Lennox Linton, ladies and gentlemen? Rest assured that each and every one of you who have shown even an inkling of support toward the Labour Party, all of you are going to be victimized. So don't think that you're going to vote against the Labour Party because you think that your pal rep didn't check your IRE, you didn't get a cool out or whatever the case may be, and think that everything will be all right. Your best bet, your best horse in this race is the Labour Party candidate for Roseau South, Mrs. Shakira Hippolyte, ladies and gentlemen. So as I said, please do not break the Southern red belt this election. I am counting on you, the people of Newtown, Kings Hill, Girodale, Bath Estate, and all the other communities which make up the Roseau South constituency. I am counting of you. I want the reassurance. Let me hear you that this time around we are going to bring back the seat to the Dominican Labour Party. No, I'm not feeling you. We need to bring back the seat to the Dominican Labour Party, ladies and gentlemen. We need to do that for the sake of your children and for the future of Dominica. Other speakers before me, I think my good friend Simeon Albert spoke of to the wonderful initiatives that this government has put in place to ensure that our children, the things that we take for granted, the free education and assistance with textbooks, uniforms, scholarships galore, all the free housing, etc., all of this will come to a grinding halt if you make that dreadful mistake come Friday, this December 6th. This is just 2 days away. Ladies and gentlemen, I know there are a number of other speakers after me, so I'm not going to be long. My mission here is just to let you know that we need Roseau South back in the bag. We need Mrs. Shakira Hippolyte in Parliament to represent you. This is a formidable woman, and I've seen her for the past months grow. Very good orator also, very good speaker. Can you imagine Shakira stand up in Parliament to make the case for Roseau South, ladies and gentlemen? So all she's asking is that you do not disappoint us. You do not disappoint her come Friday. Put the X next to the shoe, next to Mrs. Shakira Hippolyte, and we vote in Labour 5 more years, 10 more years, 15 more years, 20 more years. The choice is clear, ladies and gentlemen. Labour or nothing for Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just on time to welcome to Newtown the political leader of the Dominican Labour Party, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt. Yes, clan behave yourself, clan behave. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newtown. Someday, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt is still the one to lead Dominica. Still the one to take us through, my dear friends. Coming all the way from Sileku.
I got my mind made up.
And you've got to have your mind.
I won't turn back because I want to see my Jesus someday. I got my mind made up and I won't turn back because I want to see my Jesus someday.
Let's say this. Goodbye world. I stayed no longer with you. Goodbye pleasures of sin. I stayed no longer with you. I made up my mind to go God's way. The rest. That's it. I made up my mind to go God's way. The rest of. Come on, say it again. Say it.
Goodbye world. Stay no longer with you. Goodbye pleasures of sin.
Okay, what is that?
I stay no longer with you. I made up my mind to go God's way the rest of my life. I made up my mind to go God's way the rest of my life.
They say, born again. Thank God I'm born again. Everybody say, born
Thank you. And of course, we welcome Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt, the man who will be Prime Minister on the 7th of December, my dear friends. We know that. If you know that, make some noise. Are you happy? If you happy and you know it, shout Labour. If you happy and you know it, shout Labour. If you happy and you know it, and you sure enough to show it. If you happy and you know it, shout Labour. Labour! Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to bring to the microphone the woman who will be the next parliamentary representative for the Roseau constituency. Make some noise and welcome Shakira, 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 Shakira.
A new era, say big up Shakira. A new era, with Shakira. A new era, we voting Shakira. We're making it massive, you know already. Taking breeze, supporting her steady. New tongue, know this thing already. Salubia, yes, get ready. Yeah man, yeah man, yeah man. Vote for the shoe, vote for the shoe, vote for the shoe. Don't go and vote for blue.
Let me recognize the presence of our Honorable Prime Minister and Party Leader, Dr. the Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit. Let me also recognize my fellow candidates, Dr. Kenneth Daru and Joseph Isaac. Brothers and sisters, the time is quickly approaching. December 6th is on our doorsteps. But before I continue, let me first thank the people of the Roseau South constituency for sticking with me through thick and thin. We are in Newtown, Harlem City, and I can tell you this evening that Harlem is ready for December 6th. Before I continue, there are some people who made Harlem what it is today. And I'd like to thank Clem Have. Clem have been supporting the people of Harlem from time memorial. Let me also thank Ruben's Bakery, Suki, Maggie Bakery, and Mia Baba, may her soul rest in peace, started the manufacturing industry in Newtown. We also have our fishermen of Newtown. I'd like to thank them also for keeping the economy of Newtown going, brothers and sisters. Let me just say to you, the people of Roseau South, only votes are counted. Do not be blinded by the large crowd that you see here this evening. I want to encourage you to bring your friends and your family with you on the 6th of December. Brothers and sisters, I feel that all the Roseaus are with Labour. Roseau North is with Isaac. The Valley is with Dr. Mark. Roseau Central is with Melissa. And Roseau South is with Shakira.
A new era, say big up Shakira. A new era, with Shakira.
Let me hear you say, Labour, Labour, Labour. Brothers and sisters, the Dominica Labour Party has stuck to their word. The Dominica Labour Party has delivered in education, in healthcare, in housing, the Yes We Care and Rapid Response Unit. The Dominica Labour Party has delivered. Brothers and sisters, it is indeed safer with Labour. Let me hear you. It is safer with. It is safer with. It is safer with Labour. Brothers and sisters, we need to restore pride and dignity to the elective representation in Roseau South. Who wants a pal rep who is always in the news for doing the wrong things? Who wants a pal rep like this? So brothers and sisters, we are saying no to commerce and yes to progress in Roseau South.
Roosevelt's carrot is respected all over the world. Roosevelt's carrot is like a superhero, brothers and sisters. And I'm telling you this evening that he is the best man for Dominica in the 20th century. Dominica needs Roosevelt's carrot just as Roseau South needs Shakira, brothers and sisters. Dominica needs progress, not commerce, brothers and sisters. Some time ago, I laid out my plans and visions for the Roseau South constituency. And I will just highlight some this evening. The Newtown Health Center will be built, brothers and sisters. The Newtown Bypass will be built, brothers and sisters. The Newtown Public Convenience will be renovated, brothers and sisters. The sidewalks in Newtown will be rehabilitated, brothers and sisters. The same thing that is happening in other constituencies, I want it for Roseau South. Housing is coming your way. 156 apartments in Bath Estate, in Walhouse, and in Egliston for the people of Newtown, Harlem, and Roseau South, brothers and sisters. So how can you say no to progress? We are saying this evening, no to commerce, and we want progress. And Shakira is the only candidate in Roseau South who can and who will bring progress to this constituency. Brothers and sisters, this election is serious. It is not about you. It is not about me. It is not about Roosevelt's carrot. This election is about Dominica. Do you love Dominica? Do you love your country? Do you love Dominica? So if you love your country, on December 6th, you will vote for progress and not commerce, brothers and sisters. I want to say something to the UPites. They are listening to me via Facebook, and some of them are listening right here this evening. You know what Lennox Linton and the United Workers' Party is doing is wrong. To destroy your country, to burn down a country, these are people who are haters of Dominica and they do not love Dominica. And we are going to reject them on December 6th. We are rejecting them. And brothers and sisters, we are taking all 21 seats.
Labour Party shall not be moved.
The Dominica Labour Party shall not be moved, brothers and sisters. And the Dominica Labour Party will go on and on and on with our leader, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit. I want to say a few words to the undecided this evening. Come home to Labour. Come into the bosom of the Dominica Labour Party. We have many rooms in our house and we are welcoming you this evening. And to those of you who stayed home last election, your country needs you now. The Dominica Labour Party needs you now. Come home to Labour. Labour, Labour. So, brothers and sisters, on December 6th, we are going out very early to the polls. And we are sending a clear message to the opposition that it is safer with labor. Your families are safer with labor. Your country is safer with labor. And we all are safer with labor. Labor!
Labor Party shall not be moved.
So on December 6th, you will say a prayer. You must pray before you leave home. You dress. You bring your family with you. You call your friends and you tell them, let us go and vote and put the X by the shoe by Shakira, brothers and sisters. So, brothers and sisters, I know that Roseau's South mind has already been made up. But I'm urging you to go out and vote. And this evening, I am asking you to vote for me. This is a young woman from your own constituency. I'm not a foreigner. I am from this constituency, born in Harlem, raised in Harlem, lived in Loubier. So go out early, and I am asking you, brothers and sisters, to vote for me. God bless you. God bless your family. Good evening. One love. Labor! Labor!
We need a new air. You talk. We need a new air. Tits. We need a new air. Keys here. We need a Shakira, our leader.
Thank you. Thank you, Sister Shakira, your next parliamentary representative. Remember, you hear the lady talking. You hear how good she is. Joshua never talked good like that to you. Never. He never talked good like that to you. Joshua never had plans for you, my dear friends. No plans like this. So you cannot miss out. You cannot miss out, my dear friends. You must put the X by the shoe. And remember what I told you. Remember what I told you. Is an X across by the shoe, my dear friends. All right. Don't look to see how Shakira name spelling. And don't, no. Look for the shoe and just put an X by it. Don't draw no, but you see that one have a box around it. Don't draw no box around it, my dear friends. Don't draw no box around it. Just put an X by the shoe and that's it. You hear me? As I told you already, not to write anything else on the ballot. Don't do that. Do not spoil your ballot. All right. And I want to say to the UWPites, I mean, you can do your little things still. You can do your little things still. But on Friday, do the right thing. On Friday, do the right thing. You in the box by yourself. Nobody to trouble you. Change your mind about that workers thing. The saw will only hurt you. Put on a comfortable shoe and vote by the shoe. You hear me? All those UWPites, do the right thing for the country. The labor rights are already doing it. All right? The labor rights doing it. Do the right thing. Vote labor. Vote labor. Nobody wouldn't know. It's your secret. It's your secret. Okay? Nobody wouldn't know. Do the right thing and vote for labor. You hear me? All those workers who are listening to us, do the same thing. But ladies and gentlemen, before I bring on the last speaker tonight, I'm going to give you some entertainment. He comes from South City, Grand Bay, from Bouillon Fam, my dear friends. Essa! Yeah. Labor rights, make some noise! You see on Friday! You see on Friday! Labor rights! When I see labor, I see victory! I see 5 more years, I see history! Yeah! When I see labor, I see victory! Yes! What prime minister for the country? Right! Who full of us?
Books. Over 15,000 votes. Listen, hold on. We're not wasting time tonight. The Prime Minister on stage and the people looking at him. So I want them to know what the Prime Minister have been doing. Listen. You see the Yes We Care program? You see the universal education? Preach, brother, preach. You see the development that happening all around the country? Preach. You see the Kempinski Hotel? Speech. The stadium? Speech. Because they've been saying what the PM doing, so I'm telling them. You see the college stock farms? Speak, brother, speak. You see the help for the elderly? Speech. The free health care for the youth and them? Speak, brother, speak. You see me? Listen to that labor rights. I not living what I have for what I not yet see. Hold on, mister. Hold on. Let me let my labor rights hear that. Labor rights, listen to me so you can sing that with me for the PM. I not living what I have for what I not yet see. I'm not living TLP to join the question. Everybody, I love my labor party. I love my labor party. Labor rights. I'm not living what I have for what I not yet see. I'm not living TLP to join the question. Everybody, I love my labor party. I love my labor party. I'm not living for nobody. Yes, I'm not living for nobody. This city belongs to man, it's a skeleton. Roseau belongs to Shakira. And nobody can stop that. Everybody, when I say labor, you say power. Labor. Power. Labor. Power. Labor. Power. Labor. Power. Who the people want? Labor. 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 Who get them one? Labor. Who get them one? Shakira. Jump. Bounce. 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 Don't spoil your battle. Make sure you vote on Friday. He got the Prime Minister right there. Find my yes for you. Find my yes for you. Question for the people. Who the people want? Labor. Who the people want? Who the people want? Labor. Who the people want? Who the people want? Who the people want? Labor. Who the people want? Labor. The PM got to speak now. Make sure you come out and vote on Friday. This is the winning team. All I do is win. No matter what. Got money on my mind. If you win that Friday, put your hands up. 1, 2. Everybody, let's go. Yes. We must win Friday. What you see before I go? Before the PM speak. That's a good man right there. You see the Yes We Can program, I love it. The National Employment Program. We put Shakira in Newtown. If I was the Prime Minister. One Prime Minister. Stand me back. If you believe we only want one Prime Minister for the country, let me see one. One thing I need. Starting from the top, mistake. One thing I need. One thing I need. Start it. One thing I need. You see all the people that want to be Prime Minister and taking fake eyes, right? One Prime Minister in the air. Yes. One Prime Minister in the air. Yeah. Put one thing I need. One thing I need. If I was the Prime Minister, one Prime Minister for the country. One Prime Minister for the country. One prime minister for the country. Keep your hands up, keep the one up. You know why? It's safe and we labor. It's safe and we labor. It's safe and we labor. That's why, guess what? If I was the prime minister, I would have the Yes We Can program. If I was the prime minister, I would put my wife to put them in the town. If I was the prime minister, I would put Shakira to run New Town. Let's go. If I was the prime minister, Mr. Roosevelt Garrett, the best prime minister. If I was the prime minister, jump, 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 jump. If I was the prime minister, if I was the prime minister, we'll have a PM. Yes. Newton Marcel, if I was the prime minister. Yeah, man, everything nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everything solid, everything good. Don't forget this Friday.
Oh, Lord. So, if you want more of Essa on Friday night, when we win, it's going to be a massive celebration, my dear friends. We'll have Essa, we'll have Rio, we'll have Lucas. Everybody is going to be there. But you have something to do, my dear friends. For us to celebrate together, you have to put the X by the shoe. You're going to have to put the X by the shoe, my dear friends. So that's what you have to do for us on Friday. And Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt and the rest of the team will do the rest for the next 5 years, my dear friends. So make sure, no spoiled ballots, this election, my dear friends. So, are you ready? You sure you're ready? 2 more balls in the innings to go. 2 more. And it's a clean sweep. It's a whitewash, brothers and sisters. The man who will be Prime Minister on the 7th of December, my dear friends. The political leader of the Dominican Labour Party. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt.
I want to see my Jesus someday. I got my mind made up, and I won't turn back, because I want to see my Jesus someday. Come on, everybody sing. I got my mind made up, and I won't turn back, because I want to see my Jesus someday.
Hello. Good night. You know, I just came from the Salibia constituency, and they have told me that they are safer with Labour and they are staying with Labour in the 2019 elections. Then I stopped in Layu tonight, and they told me to say to you in Roseau South that the St. Joseph is solid as a rock with the Dominica Labour Party. And I have no doubt in my mind, ladies and gentlemen, that Roseau South shall return to where it rightly belongs, in the bosom of the Dominica Labour Party. I want to recognize my colleagues who are here tonight, and in a special way, our winning, hard-working candidate for the Roseau South constituency, Shakira Lockhart-Hippolyte. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the close of the 2019 general elections campaign. Election day in Dominica will be December 6th. They can try what they want, they can do what they want, they can jump high, they can jump low. There will be elections in Dominica on December 6th, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going out on election day, and we are voting the Dominica Labour Party back in office. Because you know in Dominica, ladies and gentlemen, that you can trust labor, that you can rely on labor, especially in difficult times. Labor has always stood firm for you, the people of Dominica, in your darkest of hours, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the only serious party in Dominica. This is the only party with a vision for this country. The only party with a plan for Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. Within 1 week of the announcement of general elections, Labour presented its manifesto to Dominica. And we told you that whenever the Workers' Party would bring a manifesto, ladies and gentlemen, they would copy most of what Labour has in it. But you know, when you go and you read this document that they prepared, in one part they said they're going to increase the tax-paying base of Dominica. You know what that means for you and me? It means that more of us are going to have to pay more tax in Dominica to expand the tax base of Dominica. They say they're going to remove VAT on building materials. But that's not going to benefit you, the single parents and single mothers in Dominica who are waiting for a decent home. We can take out all the tax we want on building materials in Dominica. There are still several families across Dominica who will never be able to build a home. Who will never be able to build a home. But you know, they say that we're giving out handouts. That is why in the manifesto they're not talking about how they're going to address the housing situation for Dominicans, ladies and gentlemen. They have not mentioned the history care in their manifesto. They have not mentioned the school transfer grant in their manifesto, ladies and gentlemen. They have not mentioned the school transportation program for students in the manifesto. Because, you know, they're not interested in those things. Because every time we went to Parliament to get monies appropriated for these programs, they voted against the budget, ladies and gentlemen. Because these people do not care about anything but themselves. We are saying that to Dominicans. Because you know in the Bible, ladies and gentlemen, when people were trying to go around and say Jesus wasn't doing anything, Jesus was a bad man, and they chose Barabbas over Jesus, ladies and gentlemen. That is what will have happening in Dominica. The Workers' Party is a danger to our country. And you know, they brought Al Jazeera here. Since September, they're investigating. But Al Jazeera people recognize that something is wrong with that man, Lennox Linton. And they started investigating him, ladies and gentlemen. And they found out that he's prepared and he's selling our diplomatic passports for $1 million apiece. $1 million apiece. And they would bring the money to Dominica, ladies and gentlemen, under humanitarian help. How many people in Roseau this guy helped? How many people in Marigot or Dominica Lennox Linton has ever helped? Not one single soul. But he's there selling our patrimony, ladies and gentlemen, for his own personal gain. I have said to us, and I'm saying to you tonight again, that this is the most important election in our history, ladies and gentlemen. You have a choice to make on election day. And that choice is about the future of your children, the future of your families, and the future of Dominica. You know with Labour what you will get. And you know with Lennox Linton and the UDP what you will get, ladies and gentlemen. These guys had an opportunity to manage the affairs of Dominica for 4.5 years. And they wrecked Dominica. They destroyed our country, ladies and gentlemen. See what they're doing today. Promoting and preaching violence. We have a cruise ship coming in tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, with 1,000 passengers on it. And the people are asking whether they should come to Dominica tomorrow morning. You know what is going to happen to the vendors? All of the women who are selling on the side of the road, try to make a living for themselves. Understand this. The taxi drivers will be impacted. The tour guides will be impacted if that ship of 1,000 people decide it's not coming to Dominica because of what they're seeing on social media about Dominica. These guys are prepared to destroy the country in an effort for him to become prime minister. But we are saying in Dominica, that will not happen. Lennox Linton can never be prime minister of Dominica.
I have said to you, my dear brothers and sisters, that this election is not about Roosevelt's carrot. This election is not about the UWP or even Labour, ladies and gentlemen. This is about the future of Dominica and who you believe is better suited to manage the affairs of Dominica. We do not want no lazy man for Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen. Dominica needs builders, not destroyers, and Linton is a destroyer, ladies and gentlemen. Understand this, that when this guy is destroyed Dominica, it is you and me, all of us, who call Dominica home, who will be impacted. These guys say they're winning, but they don't have elections. If you say you're winning, you should be saying it 6 is too far. You should be saying it 6 is too far. But you know, they know they're going to get a serious beating on election day. They know they're going to get a serious beating on election day, ladies and gentlemen. Because the vast majority of Dominicans are saying they are staying with Labour because Dominica is safer with the Dominica Labour Party. And so, when you compare program for program, Labour is better. When you compare candidates to candidates, Labour is better. When you compare team to team, Labour is better. When you compare leader to leader, Labour is better, ladies and gentlemen. And so I'm saying to you here in Roseau South that you have an opportunity to place yourself in a position where you can see real transformation continue to take place in this constituency with Shakira Lockhart, a hard-working person, a lady who has dedicated herself to the service of the people, ladies and gentlemen. Shakira is coming to serve people and to serve you in Roseau South. And you have an opportunity to correct the mistake we made, to fix things. Because if you are serious about yourself, if you're serious about your children, if you say you love Dominica, there is no way you can vote for Workers' Party. These guys are not interested in you and me. They're not interested in Dominica. They're seeking to create mayhem in Dominica. So many children's exams were impacted by what these guys are doing. The people who couldn't get to the health centers and the hospital because of what they're doing. Tourists couldn't come to Dominica to stay in our hotels and drive our taxis and use our restaurants because of what these guys are doing. They're not interested in creating jobs. They're not interested in education. They're not interested in creating better opportunities for young people. No. Whenever Linton and Lido come here, it's about attacking people. It's about lies and propaganda. Never about what they're going to do for the young men and women in Roseau South. Never about scholarships for young people. Never about building homes for all of us who need homes in Dominica. No. They're not interested in these things, ladies and gentlemen. So understand this. Understand what's at stake in this election. This election is not about what we did not get on time or what we didn't get enough of. Because we have five years to help every single family in Dominica. And you can't gamble with this. Because our grandparents always tell us how you make your bed, that is how you will sleep on it. Understand this? This is the most important election in Dominica. This is the most important election in Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. They talk about electoral reform, but this Labour Party did everything to provide for electoral reform in Dominica, and UWP did everything to prevent it from happening. They never wanted it to happen. I went as Minister of Finance, and I gave the Electoral Commission over $6 million a few months after Erica, when 2 communities had to be relocated. People who lost their jobs, and we still gave the commission over $6 million to buy the equipment. And these guys did everything, including taking us to court to prevent us from going to Parliament to pass legislation. But they never wanted electoral reform. But we are saying in Dominica that we have always had free and fair elections in Dominica, and we shall have free and fair elections on December 6th. And they talk about they don't want elections, but they all went to nominate. They all get nominated, ladies and gentlemen, very early. Bright and early they got nominated, but they say they don't want election. But you know they lose already. They know they lose already. And they're looking for a scapegoat, something to blame on, ladies and gentlemen. But we are going to bust their tail on election day, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to beat them badly across Dominica because we want progress in Dominica. We want prosperity in Dominica. We want peace in Dominica. And UWB cannot give us any of those positive things in Dominica. Linton cannot come here and tell any young person about education. He cannot tell any one of us young people in Dominica about education or how important education is. Because you never hear him talking about education, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't talk about education, and education is such an important thing in a society. Education is the passport out of poverty, and Linton never speaks about education. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? You know why? Linton cannot talk to us about hard work. He cannot talk to us about hard work, ladies and gentlemen. I see all of you here trying to make a living, selling by the roadside, having a little shop, standing whole day, selling in a bar, selling in a little grocery shop, braiding hair, doing all those kind of little things to make ends meet. And you have Linton there, sitting on his home, watching cartoon every night, every day. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, we laugh this thing because it sounds like a joke. But you know, when you are in sober reflection, you must reflect on what I'm saying to you. That is very serious. Because if you have a man who is allergic to work, how are you going to put that man to run a country like Dominica? The man applied to Suki to run his bakery. Suki said nothing doing. Suki didn't even call the man for a job. Suki got him an application and put it aside. And the man saying he wants to run Dominica. Suki didn't give you a job. It's we going to give you a job. We say, no way, my brother. No way. No. And you here in Roseau, I mean, I don't want to talk about this guy, Joshua Francis. He's an embarrassment anywhere in Dominica, anywhere in the world. And anybody who wants to vote for a man like that cannot be serious about themselves. You want Shakira, who can go to any home, and the parents don't have to run and hide the children away. Shakira can go to any home in Roseau because she's trusted. She's trusted, and you can trust her with your children. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 more days. Those of us, those of you who haven't made up your minds. You cannot gamble with your future. You can't play games with your country. This is serious times, ladies and gentlemen. This is serious time, ladies and gentlemen. Our country is at a crossroad, and you have to decide who is the better party and the better leader to take us forward. Labour has delivered to Dominica. Labour has worked hard in this country, building this country, having been impacted by so many disasters, but we have stood firm. I say to the public servants that you are safer and better off with the Dominica Labour Party. In our entire 20 years in government, not 1 month you got your salary late on the Labour. Not 1 month. UWP stayed there for 4.5 years, and for a whole year our salary came 10 and 15 days after the month. Many people lost their mortgages, went into arrears because of the late payments. Banks didn't want to give us loans because our payments were irregular. But Labour has paid our salary every single month on time, notwithstanding the fact that we had a structural adjustment program, notwithstanding the fact that we faced with an international financial crisis, notwithstanding the fact in 2010, 2013, 2015, and 2017 we were impacted by hurricanes and storms. We paid our bills and we paid public officers. We sent our children to school. We build homes for people. We continue to build homes for people, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Labour has been doing, because Labour cares for people. Labour loves people. And Labour always looks out for people, ladies and gentlemen. Because for us, people come first. But for these guys, they come first, they come second, they come third, they come fifth. We are not on Linton's mind when he goes to bed, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing at Linton's mind is how many more diplomatic passports he can sell and to get $1 million for each of them. They accuse me of selling passport, but see who's selling it, ladies and gentlemen. See whose signature on an MOU. See who Al Jazeera discovered and uncovered as the real corrupter in Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. It is Lennox Linton. So understand, This man, when you have incompetence and vindictiveness and hatred mixed, that is a time bomb waiting to explode, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is a danger to our country. And Dominicans who know better, are seeking to vote for these guys for their own selfish ends. We cannot set aside the whole country's future for our own selfish ends. No, we have to do this for Dominica. And that is why I am so happy to see that labor rights, Porto labor rights, are standing firm with the Dominica Labour Party in this election.
5 more years.
And this is why I am seeing on the platform of Labour, people who never voted for Labour Party in all their existence are saying, this time around, we are voting for Dominica and we are voting the Labour Party because we believe the Labour Party is better suited for Dominica. And this is why the young people of Dominica are leading our campaign. They are managing our campaign in every constituency on the national level because they know that the young people know that their future is safer with Roosevelt Scarrett and the Dominica Labour Party. Because no government has done more for the youth of Dominica than Labour, ladies and gentlemen. What we want for ourselves and our families, we want it for you, the people of Dominica, for your families. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let us remain focused. We have a job to do on the 6th. Let us wake up early, and all of us in the home, we go together and we go to the line and wait there peacefully and patiently. And when we go into the polling station and in the privacy of our booth, we are going to put our X next to the shoe for your children, for the future of your children, for the future of Dominica, for the future of your constituency, ladies and gentlemen. We have an undying love and commitment to our country. All of us in Labour came here to serve people because we believe that politics is about serving people. This is not about looking for a job, ladies and gentlemen. And everything we have sought to do for you, the people of Dominica, we have been criticized for it by the Workers' Party. They have never supported anything we have done for you. And you know that if they were to come into government, all of those things that we have in place for the people of Dominica would come to an end. So let us remain focused, my dear friends. We have a job to do. We are a party of peace. We are a party of love. They want to fight, let them fight with themselves and the devil, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to stick together as a family, a Dominican family who promote peace and love. We are sharing love and peace, ladies and gentlemen. We're not into any violence. Because violence will not cause our country to prosper. It will destroy our country. And we want to build Dominica to create more opportunities for our people, more sustainable jobs for our people, better paying jobs and better opportunities for our young people. That's what Labour is seeking to do. And that's what Labour has been doing all these years. These guys are only interested in destroying Dominica. How can you tell me that you want to be a leader of a country? A leader of a country. And you can never be quoted as saying anything positive about your country. There's so many positive things that we can say about Dominica. But every time this guy gets an opportunity to speak in the public, on the news, in the television, is always something negative about Dominica. When you bring Dominica down, who do you bring down? When you destroy Dominica, who do you destroy? It destroys every one of us. And for the vast majority of us, we will only ever be able to call Dominica our home. We can't go anywhere else but Dominica. And therefore, we have a duty and a responsibility on December 6th to go out and vote. And I'm saying to the young people, I applaud you for being part of the process. You have to vote if you want a better future. And you know your future is better and safer with the Dominica Labour Party. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end of the campaign. And I want to thank so many of you who have been out every day showing your support to your country, showing your support to the party, ladies and gentlemen, because you recognize that this is not about the Labour Party, this is about your future and the future of Dominica. And you believe that your future is safer with the Dominica Labour Party. We are not in any confrontation with anybody, ladies and gentlemen. We are in peace because the Lord is on our side. The Lord is on our side. And who Jah bless, no man curse, ladies and gentlemen. And whosoever diggeth a pit shall fall in it, ladies and gentlemen. And let Linton fall in his own pit that he has dug for others, ladies and gentlemen. But we have a country to build. We have a future to design, ladies and gentlemen. And when you look at the manifesto of the Labour Party, you see ideas and you see something for every single group in our society. The civil servants, the middle class, the single parent households, the youth, the Canlago people. Something is in that manifesto for everybody because we want to cover everybody in the Labour Party still, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. We have a long night. God bless you. Let us stay focused, ladies and gentlemen. We are voting for the Dominica Labour Party on December 6th. There will be elections in Dominica on December 6th, and our elections in Dominica shall be free and fair, ladies and gentlemen. And we know for a fact that Labour Party shall win, not only win, but shall be a massive landslide in Dominica. Because you, the people of Dominica, the vast majority of you are going out and vote, ladies and gentlemen. And you have Shakira here. I wish I could vote in Roseau South, ladies and gentlemen. Because if I was voting in Roseau South, whether I was Labour or UWP or independent, there is no way I could have set aside Shakira for this fella walking the street half naked sometimes. How can you tell me you live in this woman there working hard, committed to you, a family lady, a people's person, somebody dedicated to the people here, working hard with ideas, with a vision for Roseau South, and you tell me that you're going to be bad mind and don't vote for her? What's going to happen to you in the next 5 years when you make a wrong decision? Who are you going to blame? Who are you going to blame? You cannot be bad mind. And you cannot, this is not about whether you love Roosevelt's carrot or not. This is not about whether you love Labour or not. This is about whether you love Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you love your children, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you love your constituency. That's the question you have to ask yourself. And when you ask yourself the question, who will better serve you? Who will better serve your family? Who will provide a better opportunity for your children? The only party that can do that, because it is organized, it is structured, it has a solid team. That is the Dominica Labour Party. God bless you. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. We love you. December 6th, election day in Dominica. Decision day in Dominica. And we have made up our minds. Our minds have been made up. We are voting the Dominica Labour Party. We are voting Shakira in Roseau South, ladies and gentlemen. And 5 more years for the Dominica Labour Party. 5 more years for continued progress and prosperity in our country. 5 more years for continued development. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
I want to see my Jesus someday. Someday. Come on, everybody sing. I've got my mind made up, and I won't turn back, because I want to trees. I say, I am under the rock.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you. This was a wonderful evening. And I'm sure you have your mind made up that we're voting Shakira on Friday. Just to tell you that tomorrow we head to Roseau Central. We head to Roseau Central to support Sister Melissa. And from what I understand that you're having a youth kid. You're having a youth kid coming from Silver Lake down to Roseau. So therefore, make sure that you stay focused. 2 more days, my dear friends. 2 more days and then we're bowling them out. Middle stump, my dear friends, we're bowling them out. Every constituency that they hold, we're bowling them out. And of course, we want the Roseau Central seat. And I will tell you, by God's grace, we will have the Marigot seat too, my dear friends. So keep focused, stay strong, put your X by the shoe. Start to practice tonight. Start to practice tonight. Put your X by the shoe. We love you. Thank you. Good night. Drive safely home.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like the trees that planted by the waters. Labour Party shall not be moved.